My beloved child, stop scrolling right now. Do not swipe past this. This is not just a random video that found its way to your screen. This is a divine appointment that I have set up for your soul. I, the Lord your God, have waited for this exact second to speak the words that your spirit has been starving to hear. Your waiting period is officially over. Now take this truth from me and hold it tight. This isn't just content. It is a prophetic interruption tailor-made for the heavy season you are standing in. Every second of this message carries my voice. Every word is laced with the breakthrough you have been crying out for. Don't blink. Don't let your mind wander to your to-do list. And do not dare leave early. What I am about to reveal has eternal weight. If you miss this, you might miss the moment I personally orchestrated to shift the trajectory of your life forever. Watch until the very final word, because buried in that last sentence is the key. The kind of key that opens a door that only opens once, and this is your once. Stay, listen, receive, and prepare to move. If this word has arrested your spirit, type, "I'm staying," or say it out loud, and don't leave. This moment was set for you. When I say move, I mean it. Because what is coming next will leave absolutely no room for hesitation or doubt. My beloved child, stop everything you are doing and open your heart wide. Heaven is no longer standing still regarding your case. The season that held you in a pause, that chapter where your prayers seemed to echo off the ceiling without an answer, that long stretch of days that tested the very edges of your endurance, it has come to its appointed end. You may not feel it in your bones just yet, but something massive has shifted in the atmosphere. This is not a momentary breeze or a passing emotion. This is a divine shift sealed in the highest courts of heaven. The waiting you endured was not wasted time. It was weight-gathering time. It was soul-deepening, spirit-sharpening, and faith-forging time. And now that heavy season has lifted, and the new is not just approaching, it has arrived. The wind has changed direction. Child, I have stepped into your timeline and declared no more delay. And what I declare, no one can revoke. No voice, no past, no mistake, and no fear can reverse what I have already released. The season of alignment is here. The shift is not coming. It is happening right now. You have asked me in whispers, when, Lord? When will it be my turn? If your heart is whispering, Lord, this is me, type amen or say it now. Your agreement matters, and heaven hears it. You have looked at others stepping into their moments and wondered if I skipped you, if I overlooked you, or if I changed my mind about the promises I gave you. But I have not. I could never forget you. What you felt was silence was actually me setting the stage. What you thought was absence was me orchestrating layers of precision beyond human view. And now that the unseen has aligned, the seen must respond. That ache in your spirit, that trembling hope that rose up today without explanation, that was me announcing to your soul what your eyes have not yet seen. The shift is personal, it is divine, it is irreversible, and it is happening now. You waited with open hands. You wept in hidden places where no one else saw you. And child, I have bottled every single tear. I have archived every silent surrender. If you know someone still weeping in the dark, share this with them now. Let heaven reach them through your hands. This moment has not come randomly. It has come because you are finally ready to carry what I have long desired to give you. So hear me now. Not with your logical mind, but with your spirit. The waiting period is over. My timing is not late, it is holy, and I have arrived right on time with your name etched into the next move of glory. Take it from me, my beloved child. Listen closely. What you are feeling in this moment, that stir in your chest, that holy unrest waking you up even in the quiet hours, it is not a passing emotion. It is not a random thought. It is not your imagination running wild. This is not a dream. This is divine reality crashing into your life with unmistakable precision. I have moved on your behalf, not in theory, but in truth. What I whispered to you in past seasons, what I promised in the night when you questioned if you were even worthy to believe for more, it is here and it is real. You are not caught in a fantasy. You are standing in the first moments of fulfillment. The fog you thought would never lift is beginning to part. The ache that once felt like endless delay is now revealing the doorway of destiny that I carved just for you. No human hand created this. No worldly strategy designed this. This is heaven's orchestration for your specific situation. It is tailored to your tears, refined by your obedience, and perfected by my timing. You have been conditioned by disappointment to question every glimmer of hope. You have trained your heart to doubt before it dares to believe again. But child, I did not bring you this far to tease you with another illusion. I do not operate in trickery or wishful thinking. What I do, I finish. What I begin, I bring to completion. So when I say your waiting is over, I mean the chains of delay have been shattered by the weight of glory descending into your life. It won't feel like a slow buildup. It will feel like a breach, like the dam has broken and the waters of blessing are rushing in, not to drown you, but to drench every dry place you have long endured. You will begin to see signs in rapid succession. The coincidences will stack up. The confirmations will multiply. The quiet answers you used to second guess will now arrive with bold clarity. I will leave my signature across every moment so vividly that you will no longer ask, "Is this really happening?" Instead, you will say, "Only God could have done this." Let me be clear. I don't need your doubt to protect yourself anymore. I don't want you shielding your heart from what I am already handing you. Stop tiptoeing around breakthrough like it might vanish. I don't give like man gives. I don't bait and switch. What I offer is eternal, weighty, and drenched in divine authority. You are not dreaming this. You are awakening to it. The time of fear-driven hesitation is over. You no longer have to shrink back, disqualify yourself, or brace for disappointment. This isn't a test to see if you will believe again. This is a delivery of what was promised all along. And yes, it will feel surreal at first. The joy may confuse you because you are so used to carrying sorrow. But let it wash over you. Let the evidence speak louder than your memories. I didn't bring you to the brink of this moment to leave you wondering. I brought you here to hand you what has always been yours. And child, once I place it in your hands, you will never again wonder if I heard your cries. You will know I was writing the answer the whole time. Now pause, breathe, and anchor yourself in this truth. This is not a dream. This is not a trial run. This is not a hallucination of hope. This is holy manifestation. This is the manifestation of years of kneeling when no one watched, believing when no one applauded, and obeying when it cost you everything. And now what I prepared in silence is stepping into your sight, and still this is only the beginning. Child, come closer. I want you to feel this in your bones, not just hear it with your ears. The silence is over. The drought is broken. The stillness that surrounded your prayers like a thick fog has now given way to my roar. I never stopped watching. I never stopped listening. But now I have chosen to speak in a volume that no fear, no confusion, and no enemy can drown out. The silence was never my distance. It was my discipline. It was me training your spirit to recognize the weight of my word over the noise of the world. And now that you have tuned your ears to my frequency, I am breaking through with a clarity that will shake you to your core. This isn't subtle. This isn't vague. This is thunder from my throne room directed specifically at your heart. I am not whispering anymore. I am declaring. I am commanding. I am releasing a sound that hell cannot mimic and man cannot manufacture. The waiting room has become the war room, and I have entered with strategies in hand and breakthrough in my voice. I watched you strain to hear me. I saw you stare into the sky wondering why nothing was moving. But I want you to know something deeply true. I was moving while you were weeping. I was responding while you were repenting. Every moment you thought I was absent, I was actually nearer than your next breath, positioning everything for this precise release. And now the moment is here. The silence is shattered not with noise but with power. This is not the sound of chaos. It is the sound of breakthrough. It is the sound of prison doors unlocking. It is the sound of mourning turning to dancing. It is the sound of my breath colliding with your next breath to form a future neither of us will let be denied. You didn't survive the quiet just to stay muted. I am opening your mouth to declare what I have done. I am placing new words on your tongue. Words of authority, healing, truth, and fire. Because what I have done in private will soon be echoed in public. And the silence that once defined your season will now be remembered as the sacred soil of transformation. Understand this clearly. Silence was not punishment. It was preparation. I was silencing every counterfeit voice around you so that when I finally spoke, you would know without a doubt that this is me. Not your emotions, not your anxiety, not your logic, but me, your God, your Father, your Redeemer. I needed the world to hush around you so my voice could thunder through you. You may have feared I had left you, but in truth, I was waiting for your spirit to reach the stillness necessary to receive what I had to say. And now that you have reached that posture, I will stop speaking in riddles. Revelation will roll like waves. Direction will rise like the sun. Answers will come not in confusion, but in resounding confirmations. And every part of you that wondered if I still had something to say will now be overwhelmed by how much I have been waiting to reveal. So take a deep breath, child. Let the silence fall away like old skin. Let it be peeled back and thrown into the fire. You are not walking in silence anymore. You are walking in sound, holy, burning, undeniable sound. The sound of heaven's release. The sound of chains breaking. The sound of identity restored. The sound of me reclaiming what has always belonged to you. And this sound won't stop. It will follow you. It will fill your home. It will lead your feet. And everywhere you go, the atmosphere will shift. Not because you are loud, but because I am no longer silent. Child, come sit with me now. I need you to hear this with more than your ears. I need you to feel this deep in your spirit. You passed not just a trial, not just a test. You passed the hidden examination that most never even realize they are in. While others ran ahead chasing visibility, You stayed behind and chose integrity. While some looked for applause, you looked for my presence. You stood in the shadows with trembling hands and whispered prayers, holding on to what I said, even when nothing looked like it was coming true. That kind of faith, that kind of unseen obedience, it moves heaven. It echoes louder in eternity than the loudest public declarations. You didn't need a stage to prove your surrender. You didn't need a spotlight to validate your sacrifice. You needed me, and that is what you clung to. You walked through valleys dressed as deserts, past doors labeled not yet, with a heart still saying, "Yes, Lord." You carried burdens no one knew existed. You made decisions no one celebrated, and you did it all not for applause, but for alignment. Child, your loyalty cost you, but I was watching. Every tear you shed became a testimony. Every yes in the dark became fuel for the fire I am about to ignite in your life. You didn't fold when others did. You didn't retreat when logic said you should. You kept going, kept sowing, kept believing, and now you are standing on the holy threshold of divine release. Listen to me carefully. This isn't about what you earned. This is about what you were prepared for. You didn't perform your way into favor. You endured your way into fulfillment. And here is what many will never understand. This wasn't a test of strength. This was a test of surrender. Could you trust me when nothing made sense? Could you stay when it felt safer to leave? Could you keep your posture low when pride knocked on the door? Could you stay silent when accusations flew and applause was handed to others? Child, you did, and I took note. I didn't just see your actions. I weighed your motives. You didn't pass because you were flawless. You passed because you were faithful. And now I am responding not to your perfection, but to your persistence. You passed because your heart stayed soft when the world tried to harden it. Because your worship didn't stop when the warfare started. Because your love for me outlasted your need for understanding. What I am releasing now is reserved for the few who dared to remain when others walked away. And you, my chosen one, remained. So take this in. This moment is not random. It is sacred. It is sealed. It has been written in the scrolls of heaven since the beginning. The rewards you are about to see, they were carved for your hands. Not because you demanded it, but because you were devoted. Not because you shouted the loudest, but because you whispered yes when the silence screamed no. You passed the test that wasn't visible, that wasn't applauded, that wasn't even named. But I saw it, I administered it, and I declare now that promotion has come. Elevation has arrived. And no one can argue with what I am about to do in your life, because you were faithful in the fire. Beloved, lean in. Let me draw you close as I whisper something you have been aching to hear. Something your soul has longed for. Something I carved into the calendar of eternity just for today. You are no longer in holding. Let those words break the chains. Let them ring louder than the delays, louder than the disappointments, louder than the voices that said, maybe you missed it. You didn't miss it. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked. You were never left behind while others moved forward. You were held strategically, intentionally, lovingly, because I was preserving something too weighty to be released prematurely. Holding was not punishment. Holding was protection. And I know, child, how hard that season has been. The waiting felt endless. The silence became loud, and the doors that didn't open made you wonder if you still had a key. But I need you to see this from my eyes now. I wasn't denying you. I was developing you. I wasn't ignoring you. I was insulating you. You are in divine holding because what I am about to release in your life is not ordinary. It is unprecedented, and I couldn't risk it being planted in the wrong atmosphere. I couldn't afford to give you what was holy while your environment was still hostile. I had to wait until the time and you were ready, and now you are. The spiritual embargo has been lifted. The red light has turned green. The not yet has become now. You will feel it in the atmosphere. The tight places will begin to expand. The fog of stagnation will suddenly lift. The people who couldn't hear you before will start seeking your voice. Why? Because you are no longer hidden. You are no longer on pause. You are no longer waiting for permission to step into what I have already said belongs to you. This is not about striving to be seen. This is about being sent, and I am the one doing the sending. I am calling you forward, not slowly, not cautiously, but boldly, because everything that was held up is now being handed down. You don't need to make it happen. You simply need to walk forward like it already has. And it has, child. Hear me in this. The holding season didn't just hold you. It held back every enemy that tried to attach itself to your blessing. It was a holy stall that became a supernatural shield. Now that I have cleared the path and confirmed your readiness, I am releasing everything that has been preserved. That vision that refused to die, that hope that outlived your pain, that purpose that kept pulsing even under pressure. It is time. I am placing the baton in your hands. I am loosening the resources. I am awakening the divine momentum. No more waiting rooms. No more someday. The timeline has shifted. Your spirit knows it. Heaven confirms it. Earth will witness it. You, my beloved, are no longer in holding. You are in motion. Divine, irrevocable, accelerated motion. Take the first step. I have already ordered the next 100. Child, I need you to feel the weight of what I am about to say, because it is not light. It is glory-laced, heaven-sealed, eternity-charged truth. Your yes moved me. Not a loud yes. Not a perfect yes. But the trembling yes you whispered when everything in your world told you to quit. That yes, fragile but real, became thunder in the spirit realm. It triggered movement in the heavens. Angels leaned in. Assignments were activated. Resources that had been waiting in stillness began to stir. Do you understand what you did when you said yes? You gave me access. Access to do what only I can do. Access to override what fear tried to control. Access to accelerate what delay tried to bury. That yes unlocked gates that had been waiting for one sound. Your agreement. You may not see the ripple yet, but it is already turning into waves. The impact of your yes is echoing across dimensions. You didn't just agree with a promise. You came into alignment with a destiny I wrote before the foundations of the earth. You gave me permission to unfold the parts of your purpose that you thought were too far, too late, or too broken to still be possible. And child, let me tell you this in no uncertain terms. When heaven hears a surrendered yes, earth cannot remain the same. That one act of obedience carries more power than 10,000 strategic plans. That single act of trust breaks more generational chains than decades of striving. I didn't ask you for perfection. I asked you for participation, and you gave it to me. And now I am responding in ways that will leave no doubt. This yes was not small. This yes was seismic. I saw when you said yes, even as your heart beat with uncertainty. I heard it in the silence of your surrender, in the pause of your scrolling, in the crack of your voice when you couldn't even pray out loud. I watched you battle your inner resistance, not because you were rebellious, but because the war was real. I know what it cost you. I know how your mind screamed for logic while your spirit burned for me. And still, you leaned into the burn. You let the fire of trust consume your need for explanation. And that is why heaven responded, not with a whisper, but with a wave. Not with a flicker, but with a flood. Not with a glimpse, but with glory. You said yes in weakness, and now I am responding in strength. You said yes with shaking hands, and now I am placing divine keys into your palms. So let me make this clear. This yes was not a finish line. It was a divine ignition. It was the strike against the flint that sets the forest ablaze. And what comes next will be fire, holy fire. It will purify. It will clarify. It will fortify. And you won't need to fan it into flame. I will breathe on it myself. I will cause what you have agreed to blossom before your very eyes. Others may question how things are moving so fast. Let them wonder. But you and I will know the truth. It began with one yes. One broken, beautiful, surrendered yes. And I, your God, do not ignore such moments. I exalt them. I build upon them. I make history with them. So expect disruption. Expect movement. Expect divine rearrangement. Your yes has triggered heaven, and heaven is not backing down. Come closer, child. I want to write something in your heart right now. I want to reframe a lie you have lived under for far too long. That the delay in your life was punishment, that the pause was rejection, that the stillness was evidence that I had forgotten you. Let me speak to that ache directly. The delay was never denial. The delay was divine protection. Yes, it felt like silence, but it was my shield. Yes, it looked like inaction, but it was me stepping between you and what you couldn't see. While you wept, I was at war. While you waited, I was working. Every closed door, every withheld answer, every long stretch of not yet was layered with my love, soaked in my wisdom, and ordained for your survival. You didn't miss the moment. I held it back to keep you safe. You wanted movement, but I was guarding momentum. You wanted answers, but I was anchoring your character. I wasn't just preparing the blessing for you. I was preparing you for the blessing. There were people around you who were not qualified to walk into what I had planned. There were mindsets in you that would have sabotaged the promise. There were traps set with your name on them, and I dismantled them in silence. I rearranged connections. I severed soul ties. I disrupted toxic alignments that pretended to be divine. You thought you were being delayed, but you were being defended. And now that the fire has burned away the unnecessary, what remains is pure. What remains is holy. What remains is ready. And that is why the release is coming now. I know you have looked around and wondered why others moved forward while you stood still. But child, comparison only clouds clarity. You are not on their schedule. You are not on their script. You are on my timeline, and my timeline is saturated with strategy. I delayed some things not to frustrate you, but to fortify you, because what I have planned is not common. It is not fragile. It is not fast food faith. It is eternal weight, and it had to come through a process. Delay was never my cruelty. It was my covering. I covered you from environments that would have crushed you. I covered you from the spotlight that would have blinded you. I covered you from opportunities that looked like open doors but were actually open traps. And now that the covering has lifted, the clarity will come quickly. So let me say this as clearly as I can. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not lagging. You are aligned. And now that the season of delay has served its purpose, it is being dismissed. And no longer will you see pause as punishment. You will see it as proof that I never rushed what was sacred. And child, what I am releasing now is sacred. It is heavy with purpose, dripping with glory, and designed with your name stitched into its core. The very things you called missed moments will now return to you as multiplied favor. The delay wasn't empty. It was a reservoir, and I am about to break the dam. I am about to let flow what I preserved. You thought you lost time, but what you really gained was timing, my timing. And child, my timing is perfect. Beloved, lean your head upon my chest and let this truth sink into the marrow of your soul. I withheld nothing from you. Yes, I know the enemy has tried to whisper otherwise. I know the voice of delay often disguises itself as divine rejection, but I need you to feel the fire in this word. I held nothing back. Every ounce of glory, every layer of favor, every portion of provision you were destined for has been preserved, not denied. The delay was never a sign that I had chosen someone else over you. The delay was me holding the gift steady until your hands were strong enough to carry it without shaking. I was not stingy. I was safeguarding. I was not cruel. I was cultivating. The gift didn't go to someone else. It remained on the shelf of heaven, untouched, unopened, untransferred, waiting for the weight of your yes to match the weight of what I had prepared. There is a lie I am breaking off of you now, that your portion was somehow lost in the shuffle. That maybe I skipped you or forgot or grew tired of waiting for your faith to rise. But child, I am not a man who forgets. I do not operate in randomness. I am not the author of confusion. I am the curator of timing, the architect of alignment, the orchestrator of holy release. I don't forget promises. I embody them. I don't misplace blessings. I custom seal them with your name, your identity, your fingerprint. And I station angels to guard them until the appointed hour. And beloved, that hour has struck. The holding vault of heaven has been opened. Not because you begged hard enough or proved yourself worthy, but because the timeline of my glory has collided with the tenderness of your surrender. When others got what you prayed for, I saw you bless them anyway. When you watched others walk into rooms you thought you were born for, you kept your heart from bitterness. The posture, that sacred restraint, that invisible integrity, I counted it all, and I recorded it in the scrolls of eternity. Every time you wondered, did I miss it? Heaven was answering, no, we are preserving it. Every time you thought I had gone silent, I was thundering in the unseen. Writing the next chapter of your life in ink dipped in tears. You cried alone, child. I saw it all. I felt it all. And I held it all together for this very moment. I withheld nothing from you. But what you didn't see was not because it wasn't real. It was because it was still being revealed. And now the revealing begins, so come closer. Take off the robe of delay. Lay down the cloak of unworthiness. Step out of the mindset that says you were passed over. You were not passed over. You were preserved. You were not left behind. You were lifted higher. And what I am handing you now won't feel rushed, won't feel fragile, won't fall through your fingers. It will feel right. Why? Because it is. I am the God who gives not out of pressure, but out of precision. And this is precisely your hour. I held nothing back, and now I am pouring everything out. Child, breathe this in slowly. Let it saturate your soul. The blessing that is unfolding right now, it bears your name, not someone else's, not a general idea, not a recycled promise from another's portion. Yours, designed for you, molded around your tears, shaped by your endurance, infused with your DNA. What I am releasing into your life in this very moment cannot be intercepted, imitated, or inherited by anyone else because it wasn't created for them. It was written for you, engraved with eternal ink across the pages of your destiny. And now, after all the contending, all the delay, all the silent nights and war-filled days, it is arriving, and it is unmistakably, undeniably yours. I need you to know this. I did not mix your miracle into a batch order. I handcrafted it. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. I did not pull a blessing from a shelf and assign it to you as a second-hand solution. I wrote it from scratch, with every detail of your life in mind. Every hidden battle, every lonely hallway, every unseen decision to obey me when it cost you friends, status, comfort, and even understanding. And now I want you to hear me say this with thunder behind my voice. This blessing is branded with your identity. It matches your capacity. It fits your mantle. It speaks your language. And when you walk in it, the world won't just see favor. They will see a fingerprint. My fingerprint and your fingerprint intertwined. This divine fear you had before. What if someone else takes it? What if I missed my chance? What if they get chosen and I get forgotten? But child, this is not a competition. This is a calling. This blessing doesn't belong to a crowd. It belongs to a covenant. And I didn't make that covenant with who you pretend to be. I made it with who you truly are. The real you, the weeping you, the warrior you, the worn down but still worshiping you. I made a promise to that version of you, and I have kept it. And now that promise is standing on your doorstep, knocking with power, dripping with joy, humming with purpose. Don't shrink back now. Don't second-guess the arrival. Don't look around to see who else is watching. This isn't a show. This is a sacred transfer, and it has your name on it. So receive it boldly. Receive it with both hands. Walk through the door that only opens when identity meets destiny. No one else can wear this robe. No one else can carry this mantle. No one else can hold this oil. I am not sharing it. I am giving it. And I am giving it to you because you didn't just ask for my hand. You gave me your heart. You didn't chase the stage. You chased my spirit. And now I am responding not with a portion, but with a promise fulfilled. This blessing, child, is not borrowed, not begged for, not batted around by fate. It is bespoke, and I am the author. And you, yes, you, are the name written on the gift. My beloved, you spent too long running toward things that were never meant to make you whole. You have exhausted yourself pursuing open doors, chasing dreams, trying to prove your worth through motion. But hear me now with the weight of my authority behind it. You will not have to chase this blessing. You will not have to hustle your way into what I have already handed over. You won't need to force a victory. I never designed your destiny to require desperation. What I am releasing now is drawn to you, not because of how fast you can run, but because of how deeply you have rooted yourself in me. This blessing is not the result of pursuit. It is the reward of presence, and it is coming toward you, not the other way around. I have watched the world train you to run like survival was the only strategy. I have seen you press forward out of fear you'd be forgotten if you paused. I have seen the anxiety hidden beneath your ambition, the inner pressure to keep up before someone else takes your seat. But my kingdom does not operate on competition. My anointing does not run out. You have chased connections, opportunities, affirmations, and they have all left you more tired than filled. But this, child, this is different. What I am sending now, you don't have to strive for. It is coming wrapped in peace, dripping in purpose, arriving with no pressure and no performance. You won't need to manipulate or manage it. You just need to receive it. The blessing I have prepared is not looking for effort. It is looking for alignment. Let me remind you who you are to me. You are not a beggar at the back door of heaven. You are a son. You are a daughter. Royalty doesn't chase what is already theirs. And you, my child, were not built to live panting in pursuit of the promise. You were built to carry the weight of favor that follows obedience. The kind of favor that finds you in the field, not the throne room. The kind that interrupts your routine and says, "It's your time now." That is the kind of favor walking towards you quietly, swiftly, irresistibly. You won't have to knock this time. It is knocking for you. You won't have to network your way in. I have already spoken your name in runes you didn't even know existed. I have already stirred hearts on your behalf. I have already paved the path. Now your job is simple. Remain still enough to receive. So rest your weary feet, my runner. I am dismantling every mindset that says motion equals meaning. I am uprooting every lie that says delay equals denial. I am rewiring your heart to receive without running. You don't have to chase this. It is chasing you. My word says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life, and I am making sure of it. What you couldn't reach, I am bringing closer. What you were too tired to pursue, I am now placing in your lap. This is the season of divine delivery, and you won't even need to open your mouth to explain it. It will be obvious, it will be undeniable, and it will be yours. You felt the stirring, child, because the word is living and active, and it has just pierced the place in you that thought time had run out. Now, as I awaken what has been dormant in your spirit, I invite you to partner with me in this movement. When you give through Super Thanks, membership, or the link below, you are not merely donating, you are planting into revival. Sow now and watch heaven multiply your seed. I invite you to help awaken others. This word isn't just for you. It is flowing through you to reach others whose waiting period is about to end. Take this opportunity from me. And so now, child, listen carefully. Now let these next words wrap around your soul like oil poured over a weary head. It is already moving toward you. Yes, the blessing. Yes, the answer. Yes, the breakthrough. What I spoke to you is not delayed. It is deployed. What you thought was stuck in some far-off future is already unfolding in the background of your reality. What I designed for you is not static. It is moving. It is alive. And right now, as you sit in this sacred moment with me, it is being carried closer by my wind, my will, and my word. Every time you felt like nothing was shifting, I was shifting everything. Every time you assumed the promise had stalled, I was actually accelerating it under the surface where you couldn't yet see. Let me take you behind the veil for just a moment. There are instructions being executed on your behalf in realms your natural eyes cannot see. Angels have been released, agreements have been signed in the spirit. Structures are collapsing that were built to keep you out. And new foundations are being laid that will sustain what is coming. The movement of your miracle is not dramatic. It is divine. It is not loud. It is lethal to the enemy's plans. It is not seen. It is sovereign. You wanted thunder and lightning to confirm that something was happening. But I work in quiet power, like seeds sprouting beneath the soil, like a tide shifting miles offshore, like dawn breaking before anyone sees the sun. That is how I move. You thought nothing was changing, but child, everything is changing. It is coming. It is coming faster than your fears. It is coming stronger than your doubts. And when it lands, it will not be small. This will not be a whisper of a blessing. It will be a wave. It will be a deluge. It will be unmistakable. You won't be able to miss it, and neither will those who once doubted it was ever meant for you. Because when I move, I do not stutter. When I release, I do not retract. What is already moving toward you cannot be blocked, bargained for, or bought by anyone else. It has your name on it, and it will arrive with the kind of precision that leaves no room for explanation, only adoration. You won't need to figure it out. You only need to witness it. So, stand up straighter, child. Lift your head. Fix your posture. Because what you have been waiting for isn't stuck. It is in transit, and it is almost here. Prepare your spirit the way a bride prepares for her groom, not in anxiety, but in awe. Get your oil ready. Stay alert. Watch the horizon, because the very thing you thought had bypassed you is about to burst into your life with divine velocity. Yes, it is already moving toward you, and now so are the signs, the signals, the synchronicities. They will start showing up in small moments, an unexpected conversation, a dream you can't shake, a name that keeps resurfacing. Don't dismiss these breadcrumbs. They are part of the path. Follow them with faith, because the blessing is moving. The door is opening. A wind is shifting. And you, my child, are seconds away from seeing what has been moving toward you all along. Child, listen to the wind. I have placed your name upon it. Not metaphorically, not figuratively, literally. Your name has been spoken into spaces you have never walked into. Carried on the breath of my spirit into boardrooms, hearts, territories, and conversations you didn't even know were happening. While you were wondering if anyone saw your faithfulness, I was sending your name ahead of you like a divine scout. While you were still sowing in the shadows, I was preparing platforms of significance with your identity already whispered into the room. This is not about networking. It is about my knowing. I have seen you, chosen you, and now I am broadcasting you quietly, intentionally, sovereignly. The wind is moving and your name is riding upon it. You have tried to remain small, not because you lack courage, but because you didn't want to be consumed by pride. I honor that. I love that about you. But I need you to understand this is not about ego. This is about assignment. I didn't whisper your name to inflate you. I released your name to position you. There are people waking up with a sudden, unexplainable awareness of you. People searching, sensing, even dreaming of you. Not because they know you, but because I have told them. I have stirred their spirits. I have placed a heavenly magnetism in their path to draw them toward you. Your name has become a trumpet blast in the spirit, not loud in volume, but powerful in resonance. And everything that hears the wind, opportunity, influence, resources, is now turning toward the direction of your name. Don't shrink now. Don't dismiss this moment. Don't downplay the significance of what I am doing. What feels accidental is strategic. What feels coincidental is divine choreography. Your name is moving on the breath of heaven. It is not being shouted, it is being sent. And when I send something, I always deliver. People will begin to mention your name in rooms you didn't even know existed. Favor will start forming around conversations you were never invited to yet. And when those doors open, you will walk through, not as a stranger, but as the one they have been waiting for. Because the spirit within them will recognize the sound of the one I sent. They won't just hear your voice. They will remember your name because I branded it in the wind. And yes, I know what you are thinking. But Lord, who am I? You are mine, and that is more than enough. You are the one I refined in the fire, not just to survive, but to speak, to shape, to serve, and to shift atmospheres. I placed your name in the current of my wind, not for status, but for service. You don't need to fight to be remembered. You have already been recorded. You don't need to campaign to be seen. You have already been chosen. So now let go of the need to be understood in this moment. Just know this. Your name is moving faster than your feet. Your name is going ahead of your next season. Your name is echoing in heavenly places, and I am the one who sent it. Child, there is something you need to know right now. Something I have kept sealed until this very moment for your peace, your boldness, and your freedom. The breaker has already gone before you. You are not walking into this next season alone. You are not stepping into uncharted territory with bare hands. I have released my breaker angel to precede you, to crush barriers, to demolish walls, and to unravel every knot the enemy tried to tie around your next door. The warfare you have been sensing, that wasn't your defeat. It was the tremble of the enemy realizing his grip was slipping. And it is not slipping slowly. It is being shattered swiftly. My breaker angel moves with divine force, carrying my authority, and it has already cleared the way for you. You thought you'd have to fight your way into this next level. You braced yourself for another round of resistance. But I have come to tell you, the resistance has been removed. The Red Sea has already split. The iron gates have already opened. The prison doors have already swung wide. The chains you thought you'd have to shake off have already fallen at the sound of my decree. This is not a rescue mission. It is a revelation. You are about to discover that the battle you feared was already won before you even showed up. My angel has broken through bureaucracies, shattered spiritual ceilings, disarmed demonic strongholds, and rerouted attacks that were being plotted in shadows. I did not wait for you to beg. I moved because you believed. I moved because you remained. And child, understand this deeply. The breaker goes not just ahead of you, but for you. This angelic assignment is not general. It is specific. It is yours. It was released with your name and your situation etched into its mandate. I have instructed it to protect what I prepared for you and to prepare what I protect. No more delay, no more detour, no more denial. The things that previously seemed stuck, shut, or sealed are now being snapped open by divine force. This is the kind of breakthrough that cannot be reversed. What I open, no man can shut. What I shatter, no system can rebuild against you. My authority is final. My movement is mighty, and it is already in motion. So step forward now. not with fear, but with fire. Don't tiptoe into this blessing. Don't whisper your way through the threshold. March, sing, declare. You are walking on ground that has already been claimed. You are advancing into territory already trampled by angelic feet. You are reaping in fields that were cleared by my command. And every time the enemy tries to whisper that it is too good to be true, silence him with this truth. The breaker has gone before you. The way is clear. The wind is behind you, and I, your God, go with you. Beloved, let me speak directly into the ache you buried, the one you stopped talking about, the one you covered with logic. And maybe it wasn't meant to be. There was a door, wasn't there? A door you were sure I had placed in front of you. A dream, a calling, a vision so alive it beat in your chest. You stepped toward it with faith, and yet it closed, or suddenly it vanished, and you took that as a sign. Maybe I misheard God. Maybe he changed his mind. Maybe it was never mine to begin with. But child, hear me with fire in my voice. The door is opening again, not because you begged, not because you performed, but because the time has come. Because what once closed out of divine protection is now swinging open by divine instruction. You see, the first time you reached for it, you were full of zeal, but not yet full of roots. Your heart was willing, but your foundation was still forming. And I loved you too much to let you enter a space that would have consumed you before it crowned you. I never said no. I said not yet. I wasn't rejecting you. I was reinforcing you. I was preparing the room and the vessel, and now both are ready. The door that once shut is not just creaking open, it is bursting with light. You will see it begin to happen in subtle ways at first. A phone call, a shift in a relationship, a reemergence of something you thought had withered, and then it will accelerate. Momentum will return like breath to lungs that forgot how to breathe. And you will feel it not as pressure, but as promise. Do not fear this door. Do not approach it with trembling from past disappointment. This is not the same season. This is not the same version of you. And this is not the same threshold. What is behind this door has matured while you matured. What is waiting on the other side has been laced with wisdom, bathed in oil, and perfectly timed. I am not sending you backward. I am redeeming the forward motion that was paused, not erased. Some will not understand why this door is opening again. They may even say, I thought that season was over. But you will know. You will remember the sound of my voice in the night when I whispered, it is still yours. And now that promise is returning like the tide, stronger, deeper, undeniable. So I say it again. The door you thought was closed is opening again. This time you won't knock with uncertainty, you will walk through with authority. This time you won't fumble with fear, you will step with fire. The enemy tried to convince you it was over. But I am the God of resurrection, not resignation. I revive what seems dead, I reopen what seems sealed, and I redeem what seems wasted. Child, get ready. The door is not behind you. It is right in front of you, and it is opening. And now listen closely, my chosen one. This is not a season for sluggish hope or casual expectation. This is the moment I accelerate. This is the moment the wheel turns faster, the clouds part quicker, the gates swing wide with urgency. What I am about to do will happen quickly. Yes, quickly. No more crawling progress, no more inch-by-inch breakthroughs. You have endured the slow build, the long pause, the wilderness of waiting. But now come the suddenlies, the immediates, the now. What I have orchestrated is not bound by natural timelines or earthly pace. I am stepping into your circumstance with the speed of sovereignty, and no one can slow me down. This shift won't feel like a gentle breeze. It will feel like a rushing wind. Promotions, alignments, provision released in rapid succession. You will feel like you have stepped into a dream that is too vivid to be imagined. Conversations will take unexpected turns. Opportunities will unfold without warning. Doors will open that no human hand holds the key to. What took others 10 years will take you 10 days. Why? Because I am not just releasing favor. I am releasing acceleration. Not reckless rush, but divine momentum that carries the weight of my will. This is what happens when my glory enters a timeline. Everything bows to it. Delay loses its grip, resistance collapses, and what was once distant arrives like a lightning strike. But I need you to be ready, not just practically, but spiritually. You cannot walk into this suddenly with old mindsets. You cannot drag doubt into the new. Prepare your heart, prepare your spirit. Be watchful, not anxious. Be expectant, not frantic. Because when it begins to move, it will not stop to wait for your confidence to catch up. I am not giving you time to second-guess yourself this time. I have already said yes. I have already gone before you. All that is left is for you to walk in pace with what I have already begun. And don't be surprised when people around you start asking, how did this happen so fast? Let them wonder. Let them watch. Because what I am about to do in your life is not explainable. It is undeniable. So adjust your rhythm. Tune your spirit. Stay alert. The email, the phone call, the shift in atmosphere, the divine appointment, the answer you prayed for in January is about to arrive before December ends. The door you forgot to knock on is about to swing open and call your name. This is not hype. This is heaven's announcement. I am moving quickly. Not just because it's time, but because you are ready. You have passed the test. You survived the wait. And now I am putting my foot on the pedal and saying, let's go. This is the season of swift fulfillment, sudden alignment, immediate release, and nothing can stop it. Come closer, child. There is something I must do for you now. Something you didn't even think to ask for. I am not only accelerating you forward, I am reaching backward to erase the evidence of your delay. You have carried the weight of lateness like a scar. You have looked in the mirror and seen time lost, dreams shelved, energy wasted. The enemy has whispered in your ear, you're behind. He has used every calendar, every missed moment, every birthday, and every silence to try and convince you that it is too late, too far, too much. But I, the Ancient of Days, do not operate within your calendar. I govern over it. And now with one breath, I am not only restoring what was delayed, I am erasing every sign that you were ever behind. You see, when I redeem time, I don't just restart the clock. I renew the entire landscape. I rebuild without residue. I resurrect without evidence of decay. When I restore, I don't return you to where you were. I place you where you would have been had the delay never occurred. That is what I am doing now. I am reversing the corrosion. The bitterness that grew during the wait, I am uprooting it. The internal narrative that said you should be further by now, I am rewriting it. The missed connections, the what-ifs, the tormenting regrets, I am scattering them to the wind. Child, I need you to hear this deep in your marrow. The delay marked you, but it will not define you. I am erasing the evidence so completely that even you will struggle to remember the sting of it. What was lost will be found. What was stolen will be returned sevenfold. And what was broken will be rebuilt so beautifully that you won't even recognize it. Some will look at you in the days ahead and ask, "How did you get here so fast?" They won't understand how you bypassed steps, skipped lines, leapt over obstacles. But you and I will know the truth. It wasn't speed. It was redemption. They will see the favor, but they won't see the fire. They will witness the elevation, but they won't understand the weight of what you endured to stand there. That is why I am erasing the evidence. Because what comes next is not about vindication through explanation. It is about my glory. I don't need you to explain your way into rooms. I don't need you to justify your arrival. I will be your advocate. I will be your story. And my favor will speak louder than your history ever could. So lift your head, wipe your tears. Let the shame of wasted time fall off you like old garments. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. And you are not marked by delay. You are marked by destiny. I am erasing the evidence not to pretend it didn't happen, but to prove that I am bigger than what happened. I am the God who restores, redeems, and resurrects time. And in this season, I am doing all three for you. Child, come. Sit at my feet again. Let me show you what I have seen all this time. When no one else was looking, I was. When you cried into pillows no one would ever see. When you worshipped with hands trembling from exhaustion. When you whispered, "Yes, Lord," with lips that barely had strength to move. I was watching, and what I saw, I treasured. All I saw, I recorded. You carried oil in the dark, oil that wasn't for show, oil that wasn't poured out for applause, oil that was expensive, costly, sacred. It came from pain no one else knew about. It came from wounds that healed in silence. It came from staying faithful when it would have been easier to walk away. And now, child, that oil is about to shine. I never waste oil, and I certainly don't overlook the ones who carry it quietly. You were not overlooked, you were hidden, like a lamp under the table, like a scroll sealed for the appointed time. I hid you not to punish you, but to preserve the purity of the oil. Because what you carry could not be exposed prematurely. The oil was still steeping, still thickening, still deepening, and now it is ready. Now you are ready. The light I am about to shine upon you is not just to elevate, it is to illuminate. I am going to reveal the fragrance of what you have carried, the oil of anointing born through affliction. The oil of intimacy that can only come from wrestling with me in the wilderness. And when it shines, oh child, when it shines, it will not be subtle. You will become a beacon, not a celebrity, but a carrier, not a personality, but a presence. People will come not to see you, but to encounter the oil you carry. It will draw the hungry, it will convict the lost, it will comfort the weary. You won't need to manufacture anything. You won't need to advertise what you hold. The aroma of your oil will do the talking. It will open doors you didn't knock on. It will break chains you didn't know still existed. And it will awaken parts of you that you thought were buried under survival. You carried it in the dark, but I am about to display it in the light for my glory, for their healing, and for your joy. So don't despise the years you spent pressing olives into oil. Don't regret the solitude. Don't curse the silence, because in the silence I was bottling what would one day become the very thing that sets others free. Your oil is precious to me. Your story is soaked in it. Your journey is dripping with it, and now I will cause it to shine. Not just in ministry, not just in moments of prayer, but in every room you enter, in every conversation, in every atmosphere. You will carry the weight of my presence, and it will be undeniable because the oil that cost you everything is now being crowned with visibility. And I, your God, will make sure the light shines, not to elevate you above others, but to reveal what I was doing in you when no one else could see. Beloved, come close. I want to speak into the ache that you have buried beneath obedience. I want to reach into that silent place where you have made peace with rejection. You have been faithful, but not celebrated. You obeyed, but were not recognized. You have honored others, but felt invisible. And slowly, without realizing it, you convinced yourself, maybe I am not meant to be seen. Maybe I'm not worthy of honor. But hear me now with clarity and tenderness. The honor you thought you lost is being restored. Not by men, not by platforms, but by me. I am the God who exalts the humble, who lifts the bowed head, who crowns those who kneeled in silence while others were applauded for noise. I saw you when you chose character over clout. I saw you when you stayed silent instead of defending yourself. I saw you bless those who misunderstood you. You thought no one noticed, but I noticed and I wrote it down. Every silent yes, every hidden sacrifice, every tear you cried after choosing the right path while others ran ahead using shortcuts. I archived it in heaven, and now I am honoring you. Not with applause that fades, but with honor that carries eternal weight. You will see it start to bloom like a flower cracking through concrete. People who once overlooked you will be drawn to the aroma of your integrity. Those who dismissed you will seek your wisdom. And the very places that once rejected you will extend invitations, not because you sought it, but because I ordained it. But child, let me say this clearly. This restoration of honor is not about revenge. It is not about proving anyone wrong. This isn't about pride. It is about position. I am placing you where you belong, not above others, but where the light of my glory can reflect off of you without distortion. Your season of hiding shaped your humility. Now your season of honor will display your healing. You will not need to announce your arrival. You will not need to market your worth. I myself will go before you. I will send my presence ahead like a trumpet, and those who see you will know this one walks with God. That is the kind of honor I give, not just recognition, but revelation. So take off the cloak of false humility that says, I am not worthy. I already made you worthy. The cross already paid the price. And now the crown I place upon you is not heavy with arrogance. It is soaked in glory. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared for restoration. The honor you thought you lost is coming back. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Because I am the one who lifts the lowly and adorns the faithful with favor. My precious one, listen to me with all your heart. You are not too late. Not for the promise, not for the calling, not for the blessing. I know the clock has ticked louder than your faith at times. I know the calendar has screamed too far gone. But time is not your judge. I am. And I do not measure you by how fast you have moved, but by how true you have stayed. You have not missed your moment. You have not fallen behind. You are not in spiritual delay. You are right on time. My time and my timing are always perfect. You have looked at others and thought they are so far ahead. But child, I need you to understand something sacred. This journey was never about competition. I didn't create you to race. I created you to reveal. There is something I have hidden in your life. Something so unique, so divinely tailored that it could only be released now. Not 5 years ago. Not in the season you thought was ideal. How? Because now you have the maturity to carry it. Now you have the resilience to protect it. Now you have the fire to walk in it without compromise. What felt like delay was actually development. What looked like silence was me building your foundation deeper, wider, stronger, so that when the structure rises, it will not fall under pressure. And I know you have whispered prayers like, "Did I miss it, Lord?" But child, let me thunder this into your soul. You missed nothing. I held it until you were ready. I didn't give your portion away. I didn't cancel your assignment. I kept it hidden, holy, untouched, waiting for this appointed hour. I never lost sight of your timeline, even when you lost sight of your worth. Even when you disqualified yourself with shame, I was still writing you into the story. Because I don't anoint the flawless. I anoint the willing. And you, my beloved, have stayed willing through the wilderness. That is why now the reward is being released. So walk confidently now, not in haste, but in heavenly timing. You are stepping into an alignment so precise, so perfect that it will feel surreal. People will say you came out of nowhere, but you and I will know I brought you out of hiding. People will say it is like everything happened all at once, but you will know God planned this all along. You are not behind. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks. From $50 to $100, you are becoming, and what you are becoming is exactly what the world needs now. You are right on time for your calling, for your impact, for your inheritance, because I, the Lord of Time, have declared it so. Beloved, let me speak into the very wounds that still sting in silence. You have endured more than anyone knows. The battles weren't just outward. They were internal, emotional, spiritual, invisible to those who passed you by. You fought when it would have been easier to surrender. You stood when everything screamed to collapse. You have praised while bleeding. You have ministered while mourning, and I watched it all. Not one tear fell without catching my attention. Not one sigh escaped without stirring my heart. And now I declare this over your life with the fullness of my voice. Your reward will match your warfare. Not a lesser portion, not a diluted blessing, but a harvest proportionate to every battle you didn't even know you were winning. You see, I do not pay according to human systems. I don't reward based on visible results. I reward based on obedience under pressure. When others ran, you stayed. When others compromised, you consecrated. When others gave up, you kept going, even if it was just crawling in faith. That kind of devotion is dangerous to the enemy. That kind of endurance is rare, and it is priceless to me. So I will not repay you with a whisper when you have endured war cries. I will not repay you with breadcrumbs when you have stood starving in faith. I will release over your life a flood of vindication, abundance, joy, and rest that reflects the weight of every unseen battle you fought through. Yes, there were times you wondered, will this ever be worth it? And I heard your trembling prayers. God, please don't let this be for nothing. Let me assure you now with heaven's authority, nothing was wasted. Not the seasons of delay, not the doors that slammed shut, not the friendships that fell apart, not the nights you cried yourself to sleep wondering if you misheard me. I was in all of it. Not causing the pain, but redeeming it. I took every ounce of suffering and wove it into a garment of glory that now clothes your next season. You didn't just survive the warfare, you stewarded it. You didn't just wait, you worshiped, and that is why your reward will not be common. It will be consecrated. So get ready. The blessing that is coming will not feel like a handout. It will feel like an avalanche of justice. It will not just fill your needs, it will overflow into others. People will look at your life and say, "This makes no sense." But you will know it makes perfect sense in heaven's economy because I am a just God, and I always pay back with interest. You suffered much, but now you will laugh much. You have lost much, but now you will gain much. This is not compensation. It is completion. You have warred in the Spirit, and now you will walk in the reward, and it will be exactly as heavy, as holy, and as healing as the warfare that shaped you. Now that I have spoken restoration over you, I invite you to become the vessel through which I restore others. My word doesn't stop at your scream. It travels like fire when you help carry it forward. Before you leave, do this simple act of faith. Say out loud, "I receive what God has released," and then share this message with someone who still needs to hear it. Sow and step into what you've received. My support through Super Thanks, membership, or the PayPal link below is not a transaction. It is an act of war against darkness. When you give, you place oil in lamps for souls still walking through their waiting. Luke 6:38 is alive right now. Give, and it shall be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I am not asking out of need. I am inviting you into impact because just as I have broken delay in your life, I will use your generosity to break chains in the lives of others. Move now. So now take this step from me. Child, sit in my presence and let me gather the ashes that still linger at your feet. The places where dreams burned down. The moments where joy was scorched. The seasons that turned to smoke and dust. You have carried them quietly, haven't you? Brushed them aside just to keep moving forward, convincing yourself that time would heal what only I can touch. But I didn't overlook those ruins. I didn't walk past your heartbreak. I hovered over it. And now I am ready to speak a word over those ashes that changes everything. I am giving you beauty for every ash. Not just poetic beauty, not metaphor, real beauty, tangible, visible, unmistakable. For every moment of grief, I am releasing glory. You see, I am the only one who can reach into devastation and bring forth a design. I do not build around brokenness. I build through it. And the ashes you have tried to hide are the very soil I am using to birth your next season. I am not intimidated by the mess. I am drawn to it because ashes mean there was once fire. Ashes mean you cared. You tried, you believed. And that, child, is holy to me. I will never let ashes sit idle. I always trade them. That is my covenant. You bring me what is dead, and I bring you what is divine. You lay down what is scorched, and I hand you what shines. That is how I move. That is who I am. But this time, the beauty won't be subtle. It won't be buried in symbolism. It will be visible. People who once looked at your life and saw ruins will now see radiance. People who pitied you will ask how you became a pillar. And you won't have to explain or defend. Your life will declare it for itself. This is what God does with ashes. You won't walk in shame. You will walk in sparkle. You won't hide your story. You'll wear it like a crown. And everywhere you go, the fragrance of redemption will follow you like perfume. Because I am not patching things up. I am rebuilding. I am not placing flowers over graves. I am resurrecting gardens. So release your grip on what burned down. Let go of the guilt, the what-ifs, the timelines that didn't pan out. Those ashes have served their purpose. They brought you here to the edge of beauty. And now, if you will give them to me fully, I'll give you something that will not fade, wither, or turn to dust again. I'll give you something that sings, that lasts, that reflects heaven. Child, I know exactly how to transform sorrow into strength. I know how to trade trauma for triumph. And today I offer you my greatest exchange, beauty for ashes. But someday is now. Take it. Child, do not mistake the violence of the storm as a sign of disqualification. It was never punishment, it was proof. You have cried, "Why did it come so hard against me, Lord?" And here is your answer. Because you are carrying something that threatens darkness. You were targeted because you are anointed. You were tested because you are trusted. The storm wasn't sent to destroy you. It was permitted to reveal you. While others drifted through ease, you sailed against winds that tried to capsize your faith. And yet here you are, breathing, believing, becoming. That is not weakness, it is warriorhood. You endured because your assignment is real. Your identity was forged not in safety, but in the storm. And do you want to know what heaven saw while you were fighting through the tempest? We saw you hold your peace when panic would have been easier. We saw you choose worship when worry wrapped around your neck like a chain. We saw you tether your hope to me when the waves refused to relent. You didn't just survive the storm, you outlasted it. That was never coincidence, that was calling. I allowed the winds not to crush you, but to carve you. Not to remove your destiny, but to refine your discernment. You have emerged with spiritual eyes sharper, spiritual ears clearer, and a heart that now beats in rhythm with mine. Because those who have weathered the storm with me are the ones I trust to carry the next move of glory. And now hear this. You are stepping out of the storm and into the stage. The storm you thought would end you is the very story that will platform you. What the enemy tried to use to drown you, I am now using to define you. You will speak from authority, not theory. You will counsel others not with cliches, but with scars that shine with redemption. You didn't go through the storm for sympathy. You went through it for strength. And now I am turning every blow into a blessing, every flood into favor, every roar into a reward. When others see what you carry, they won't understand the weight of what it cost. But I will, and I will make sure that not one drop of rain was wasted. So lift your head, my warrior. You did not hallucinate your assignment. It was tested because it is true. The storm was proof, and now the evidence will become elevation. What once tried to silence you will now amplify you. And through your story, many will know that I am the God who speaks peace. Not after the storm, but in the middle of it. You are marked. You are mighty. You are mine. Child, lean in, because what I am about to say will shift the way you see everything. You have been faithful in private. You obeyed without recognition. You have grown roots instead of chasing stages. And now I am about to do something so personal and so public at once it will cause both confusion and awe. I am about to reintroduce you, not as who you were, not even as who you thought you'd become, but as who I always knew you were. The version of you that was formed in fire, refined through waiting, anointed in silence, and raised in secret. The unveiling is near, and it will not be subtle. The world saw glimpses, but I saw the fullness. People assumed they knew your limits, but they didn't see the oil I kept sealed until now. This unveiling is not about attention, it is about activation. I am bringing you into rooms where your name was never mentioned before, but where your presence is urgently needed. And when you speak, atmospheres will shift. Not because you are louder, but because you are lighter, stripped of old weight, filled with my glory. This reintroduction will be a divine shockwave. Those who dismissed you will have to recalibrate. Those who underestimated you will watch you rise without needing to say a word. And those who once tried to dim your light will now need your flame to find their way. But child, understand this. I reintroduce those who have recommitted. You didn't chase this moment, it chased you. You didn't force open this door. I built it just for you. You have passed through fire, betrayal, obscurity, and pruning. And now you are ready, not to impress, but to impact, not to posture, but to pour. I am unveiling not just a new you, but the real you. The one I formed in the secret place, the one I whispered about when others overlooked you. The one who carries a mantle that cannot be imitated because it was pressed through years of crushing. You didn't lose your identity, you found it. And now I am placing a spotlight on what I once covered, not for purpose. So prepare your heart, because this reintroduction will not look like how you envisioned your promotion. It will be bigger, it will be infused with my fingerprints. It won't be about your brand, it will be about my brilliance through you. People will say, "Who is this?" And heaven will answer, "This is my beloved in whom I am well pleased." Walk boldly into this reintroduction, not with arrogance, but with awe. Because I, the Lord your God, am bringing you out of hiding, not to spotlight your success, but to display my story written through your life. You are not who you used to be, and now the world is about to see it. Beloved, you were never invisible to me. Even when the world went silent around you, even when your phone stopped ringing, when your name stopped coming up in rooms, when your voice felt swallowed by circumstance, I was there. You mourned in quiet corners. You smiled when your heart was breaking. You cheered others on while no one cheered for you. And somewhere in that silence, you began to wonder, did I miss it? Did I forfeit something precious? Did I fall behind forever? Hear me now with the authority of heaven. I am making up for what you lost in silence. Every seed you sowed without applause, every sacrifice that was buried in shadows, every time you gave with no return, it has all been counted. And now I am moving swiftly to restore what seemed unrecoverable. I am the God who restores years, not just moments. I am not just giving you back opportunities. I am giving you compensation for the quiet pain. There were things you didn't even ask me to restore because you assumed they were gone for good. But I am going into the places you stopped praying about. I am touching the areas you filed under. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. I am pulling dreams from the back shelf, and they are coming forth full-grown, matured by time, and wrapped in my glory. This isn't about returning to the past. This is about me redeeming the purpose buried in it. The season of silence did not disqualify you. It deepened you. It did not break your destiny. It broke open your heart. And now I am filling those silent spaces with sound. The sound of answered prayer. The sound of divine repayment. The sound of joy returning. And hear this, child, because it is important. I don't restore with the same. I restore with better. What is coming will not be a replica of what you lost. It will be redemptive overflow. You will not simply be okay again. You will be radiant. You will be rooted. You will be overflowing with a joy that doesn't need to be explained. And people will ask, how did this happen so suddenly? And your soul will whisper back, he saw me in the silence. You are not forgotten. You never were. The quiet places were sacred meeting grounds where I wrote blueprints for your future. And now that blueprint is becoming a building, your blessing, your moment. So open your arms wide, my beloved. Before you leave this screen, speak out loud. I receive what God has released, and then move. Step into what you've been given. What you thought was gone forever, I have kept secretly preserved for you. What you believed was wasted time and lost effort, I have quietly transformed into a potent seed. And now your harvest is not just returning to you, it is rushing toward you. The silence you felt was never abandonment. It was as a preparation, a holy pause before the outpouring. And now I'm making up for every single moment of it. Now, my child, I ask you to take it. Do not approach this moment cautiously or fearfully, but take it directly from my hand. Everything I have prepared, everything I have spoken over your life, and everything I have promised is all here, fully ripe and fully ready for you. There shall be no more delay, no more waiting for another sign, and no more negotiating with fear or bargaining with doubt. This is the hour where you simply take what I have already placed within your reach. This is not arrogance. This is obedience. I am not dangling your destiny in front of you like a prize you cannot reach. I am extending my hand like a loving father. And I say to you now with absolute clarity and love, take it from me. You have waited, but you have not waited in vain, because your character has finally caught up to your calling, and your endurance has matched your coming elevation. If you are feeling the steering, your spirit right now, speak it out and take it. Say that elude and receive it. This is not the time to second guess yourself. This is the time to step into full possession. What once felt like a distant hazy promise is now a tangible inheritance. It is note in your imagination, and it is not test. It is your time. You will know it is time because the doors will not just open, they will welcome you in. You will feel it because the burden you once carried will suddenly feel light in your hands, and you will see it because the very things that used to resist you, you will now recognize you. I have gone before you. I have cleared the way, and I am standing at the finish line and the starting gate simultaneously saying, come, it is yours, take it. This is important, my child. You are not taking it from the world. You are not taking it from your past. And you are not taking it from people who once withheld it from you. You are taking it directly from me. The source is holy, the gift is sanctified, and the door is sacred when you receive it from me. You do not need to defend it, explain it to critics, or fear it being ripped away. I am not giving you something temporary. I am establishing you permanently. You will be like a tree planted by streams of living water, bearing fruit in every season with leaves that do not wither. Your footing will be sure, your provision will be constant, and your identity will be unshakable, because you took it not by force, but by faith. So here it is, my beloved, everything I have been preparing you for. Every confirmation has led to this moment, and every revelation has pointed here. I say it to you one final time. Your waiting period is over. Take it from me. Take the mantle, take the miracle, take the momentum. Take a marriage, the mission, and the movement. Take the joy, take the peace, and take the breakthrough. Take the life I need to give you. You are no longer approaching the destination, you are arriving. The wait is over, and the way is open. Now take it from me. You have received the final word, and now it is your turn to act. This was never just about you hearing it. It was about you becoming part of it. When you give through the super thanks or membership options, you are putting fire to the altar of someone else's breakthrough. You are turning this message into manaphora, another soul crying out tinsolence. Isaiah 58:10 declares that if you pour yourself out for the hungry, your light will rise in the darkness. Donna Thesitate, child, your seed is the signal that you have heard me clearly. I will multiply it, I will protect it, and I will anoint it. You have waited long enough, and now take this step from me and give. If this word moved you, tap super thanks. Or become a member now and fuel this mission now. My beloved, seal this word with your voice. If you feel the weight of what I have spoken, if your spirit knows this was written for you, then open your mouth and declare it below. Right now. My waiting period is over. I take it now. Do not let silence stealth this moment. Your declaration is not just a comment, it is a key. When you write it, you're not just responding, you're receiving. Say it boldly because heaven is watching and everything changes the moment you take it from me. As your words rise, let the noise around you fall away. The moment you spoke, you stepped into a conversation that is no longer distant or abstract. It is personal. Your declaration didn't travel upward into empty space. It landed in my hands, and I draw near to answer it. You think you are simply typing, but I have been waiting for that yes, that step, that moment of courage. Now listen closer because I will meet you where you are. My child, listen to me voice as I speak, not from a distant throne, but right here in the quiet room where you sit, in the silent space within your heart. I know you completely. I know every secret struggle, every hidden burden, and every silent battle you thought no one could ever see. I have seen every single tear you have shed in the deep quiet of the night, those moments when the darkness felt too heavy and you wept without a sound. Understand this. Those tears were not wasted, they were like sacred water, each drop collected and counted by my own hand. I have witnessed the mountain of work you felt you had to do, the endless cycle of tasks, and the crushing pressure you carry at your job every day. This pressure, the financial uncertainty, the unspoken tensions in your family, and the fear of the future. These are the real sharp edges of the burden you have carried throughout this long, challenging season. I know the weariness that crept into your soul during this unexpected delay, that heavy, dragging feeling that made you doubt if you could take one more step. That specific doubt, that question whispered in your spirit asking, if God has forgotten you. I heard it. But look closely, my beloved, and see the truth. I have meticulously recorded every single prayer you offered up to my throne. Even the simple ones, the frustrated sighs, the desperate unformed pleas, they all reached me like as sweet sacred incense rising before me. Your prayers are never ignored. They are magnificent, powerful, beautiful songs that touch my heart deeply. I have held those requests in my hands and they are not forgotten. I am right here, right now, to tell you this long, difficult chapter of delay, of striving, of sheer endurance is now being sealed and closed forever by my own almighty hand. Your immense faithfulness, the sheer determination you demonstrated, even when hope seemed miles distant, even when you felt overlooked and unvalued, this fierce loyalty is well-pleasing to me. It is more precious than gold. You kept moving forward. You refused to yield your position, and you honored me with your perseverance, even though you felt the world was completely against you. Feel the weight lifting from your shoulders now. Cast off that heavy cloak of anxiety and let it fall to the floor where it belongs. The purpose for this trial, the lesson in this crucible, is complete, my child. You have been refined, strengthened, and made ready. Stand up in the truth of my presence and declare that the season of struggle, of silent weeping, of carrying far too much is completely over. I am the Lord your God, and I am turning your lamentation into a joyful, powerful proclamation. Trust me, my precious one, for the next beautiful chapter in your story begins now. Believe in me and watch how it turn every past struggle into a double portion of gain and glory for your life. The battle is won, your long vigil is finally complete, my beloved. After I have acknowledged the long vigil you endured, it is time for you to perceive the sound of the shift in the spiritual atmosphere around you. You have known the stillness of the waiting, the deep quiet that often felt like abandonment. But I assure you, my silence was the sound of precise orchestration. Now listen closely to decree that is bursting forth from heaven itself. The appointed perfect time for your magnificent blessing has not only arrived, but it is exploding into your reality at this very instant. Can you heart the sound? It is the celestial trumpet blast that signals the definitive end of the dry season, the desolate wilderness experience you endured. That long, empty silence of the wait is not merely fading, it is being violently and beautifully broken by the overwhelming sound of divine movement and unstoppable momentum in your life. I am doing something dramatic and sudden for you. I am turning the page in the grand eternal book of your story. The chapter labeled Patience, Endurance, and Waiting is now fully sealed, and I am pivoting you directly to the vibrant dynamic. Chapter marked Possession, Overflow, and Triumph. Look up from your current circumstances and see this movement. The heavy oppressive air you felt, the spiritual fog of confusion and discouragement that tried to blind you to the blessings I laid before you is gone. I have lifted it. The very spiritual atmosphere surrounding you is transforming from heavy anxious pressure to overwhelming vibrant lightness and unstoppable momentum. If you know someone still in that dry season, share this message with them now. Be the hand that brings hope, feel the shy. Fit now, the weight is not just moving, it has vanished. I urge you to listen closely to what is happening. The whispers of doubt, the venomous suggestions of failure that the enemy injected into your mind, those lies are being drowned out and utterly silenced by the resounding, powerful proclamation of my promises over your life. My word is a mighty flood, and it is washing away every fear, every confusion, and every self-imposed limitation. Do not simply heart these words with your ears, receive them deep into the very core of your being. This shift is not a gradual change, it is a divine intervention, a supernatural acceleration. The time you thought you lost is being redeemed and restored instantly by my power. Awake, my child. The period of holding back the necessary discipline of the long wait is concluded. I am commissioning you to embrace this new reality with every fiber of your soul. Do not cling to the familiar burdensome garments of the past season. Refuse to settle back into the anxieties and fears that once felt sorrow. I am giving you a new vision, a clear direction. The confusion is banished and the path forward eyes illuminated with my radiant, perfect light. Rise up and walk into this profound lightness and unbreakable peace. Feel the surge of unyielding power I am pouring directly into your spirit right now. Move forward with a boldness you have never known, because the season of simply enduring is replaced by the reality of unstoppable conquest. Claim this new season. Proclaim this shift with authority. Your waiting period is categorically joyfully over, my precious one. You now stand ready to execute a radical, comprehensive declaration of release over every facet of your being, your mind, your body, your emotions, and your circumstances. Feel the truth of this moment. I'm now loosening the chains of stagnation that have held your career back, stifled your creative spirit, or kept your family relationships stangled in misunderstanding. That heavy metallic sound you hear in the stillness of your heart is the shattering of every spiritual block that the enemy and the world have erected specifically against your progress, your peace, and your rightful inheritance. Every single limitation you once felt, whether it was the fear of not being enough, the anxiety about your finances, or the struggle to trust again, these are removed and utterly dissolved in the magnificent saving power of my name. This is a day of full and undeniable liberation. I am declaring a full amnesty over all past mistakes, every error, every perceived failure that has relentlessly burdened your conscience, made you feel unworthy, or kept you in the shadow of guilt. Stop tormenting yourself with doubts and self-accusations. The debt is paid, the account is settled, and your soul is cleansed and made radiantly new by my own precious sacrifice. Receive the spirit of liberty that I pour upon you now. Walk out, not crawl, but powerfully walk out from under the oppressive dark shadow of the delay. That prolonged, frustrating period of confinement to the wilderness experience, that necessary time of testing and proving has been perfectly completed. You pass the test with unyielding mage. Estic faith, do not look back. The barren land behind you has no more power to pull you back into its despair. I am empowering you to take decisive action and step fully into your new vibrant reality. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Reject the lies that seek to rob you of your peace and your inheritance. Confess this truth now over your finances, your health, and your family. I am free. Believe that the wounds inflicted during that long wait are being healed and mended by the supernatural tenderness of my love. You do not need to wait for a sign or a feeling. The command for your release has been issued from the highest authority, from my very presence. Take hold of this freedom with both hands. Embrace the profound joy that comes from knowing you are fully forgiven and completely, absolutely liberated. Move forward without the baggage of guilt, shame, or fear of failure. Your release is undeniable. Your liberty is eternal. My child, focus your heart on this eternal truth. My promises to you are not mere suggestions or hopeful wishes. They are unbreakable covenants sealed in my glory. Remember vividly the specific words I spoke to you in your darkest, loneliest hours, the moment you felt you were running out of strength. Those intimate, faithful words whispered into the deep quiet of your soul are not just coming, they are rushing with unstoppable force to come to pass right now in your reality. I want you to understand, my child, that my commitments are not subject to the fickle calendar or the frantic clock of the world, which often fills you with fear of missing out or anxiety about deadlines. No, my timing is perfectly governed by my sovereign, compassionate will, and my will declares the time is now. These eat of simple, desperate faith you planted months or even years ago. Then you often watered with tears and worried over that seed is bursting through the soil and is more than ready for harvest. Open your eyes and see the vibrant green shoots of blessing emerging from the dry ground of your struggles. Do not doubt the power of that tiny seed. I am absolutely faithful, my love. The word I spoke, the destiny I declared over you, that which I promised in the long night, I am also powerfully, majestically able to perform and to bring to a complete and overwhelming fulfillment. I can handle the impossible. Watch closely now as I bring to magnificent fruition every single desire, every single dream, and every single prayer that was rooted in my divine perfect will for you. Believe me when I tell you this, the fulfillment you are about to step into will not be meager, scarce, or barely enough. It will not be small like the things the world chases after. No, my child, it will be an overwhelming, unstoppable overflow poured out according to the immeasurable riches of my glory and my limitless love for you. Prepare your vessel to receive this abundance. Reject the old limiting mindset that only expects crumbs. Embrace the mindset of an heir, a royal son or daughter who expects all things. Stop arguing with me about how it will happen or whether you deserve it. Just receive it with a deep breath and a simple childlike faith. Let go of the human need to control the outcome. Your part is simple now. It is to believe, to receive, and to walk forward with a joyous, unshakable confidence in my power. This breakthrough is my love made visible in your everyday life. I promise you the fulfillment will be so sudden and so perfect that every worry, every past disappointment, and every moment of tears will be utterly erased by the sheer weight of my blessing. Take it now. For my word is eternal truth, and my promises are fully, powerfully fulfilled in you, my beloved child, now that the promises are rushing toward you. There is one essential, immediate step in need you to take. You must lay down the burden. This is not a physical act, but a profound spiritual surrender. The heavy cloak of anxiety, that stifling, burdensome garment that the long, relentless waiting period so cruelly imposed upon you. I command you to cast it off, Rig. HT, now let it fall where you stand and refuse to pick it up again. You were never meant to carry it. Release the crushing human need to understand every single detail of why the delay occurred, why the answer seemed to take so long, or why the path felt treacherous. The deep yearning for every why and when to make perfect human sense is a heavy chain. Let it go. My ways are far above your current comprehension, just as the heavens are above the earth. Trust me when I tell you that every moment was perfectly orchestrated for your ultimate good and my glory. Surrender this control of the final outcome completely back into my mighty capable hands. It is safe there. You are not the architect. I am your all-powerful, all-loving architect, defender, and provider. Hand over the lingering bitterness, these seeds of resentment, or the sharp sting of disappointment stirred up by past failures, betrayals, or the unjust words of others. Forgive them now, my child, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free from the poison they planted. Let go the memory of the struggle itself. Stop replaying the dark moments, the painful conversations, the feelings of lack. Refuse to revisit that barren land. Instead, embrace the pure, overwhelming joy of the triumph that is unfolding right now. Your true strength is not found in striving, in trying to force the lock, or in worrying yourself sick about tomorrow. No, my beloved, your strength is powerfully renewed precisely as you cease striving and simply learn to receive from my limitless overflowing grace. Best still now, and in that holy stillness, know that I am God and I have done this for you. Breathe in my perfect, sustaining peace. Walk forward not with the heavy, cautious step of a slave, but with the light, joyful, confident stride of a fully liberated hare. The burden is gone. Your liberty is now, and your victory is certain. Embrace this lightness and never ever look back. My beloved, pause now, but do not retreat. You have just laid down the heavy cloak of fear, and my heart is magnificently ready to fill that empty space with unbreakable peace and supernatural rest. To turn back now, to pick up that burden again and silence my voice, would be to grieve the very purpose I prepared you for. Refuse to disappoint, my love. Take a deep breath and commit your spirit to heart the sound of your full, undeniable liberation that is coming next. Your destiny demands your complete praise. Hence, my beloved child, as you stand in this new radiant place of freedom, you are ready for the greatest revelation, the unveiling of my divine purpose behind the entire journey. Stop asking why it took so long. Know this with absolute certainty. The delay was never a denial of my promise. It was in its essence a perfect, meticulous preparation for the greater massive manifestation you are now stepping into. You were not standing still. You were being worked on by my own hands. I was intentionally and lovingly maturing your character, polishing the rough edges, instilling deep roots, and fortifying your spirit with a resilience that is stronger than steel. All of this, my child, was to prepare you for the profound magnitude of what is coming next. The anointing, the unique spiritual authority required for the supernatural breakthrough you are now receiving, was forged and perfected only in the intense refining fire of the weight. That fire did not consume you, it purified you. It did not break you, it made you unbreakable. Understand that my purpose, the very intention I designed for that season of pressure and struggle, is now fully complete. It is finished, and it is yielding its perfect, abundant fruit right now into your hands. The wisdom you gained, the compassion you earned, the strength you discovered, these are the treasures of the delay. Look back not with regret, but with powerful insight. All the time you felt alone, my child, I was actively working behind the scenes, orchestrating people, timing, and global events, all entirely in your favor. Believe me, the doors that were closing were simply mere directing you from a lesser blessing to the vast Gloria. Sunny had prepared. The apparent setbacks were mere calibrating your course to hit a target far grander than you could have imagined. Rest in this knowledge. You now possess the deep spiritual maturity and unshakable resilience needed to manage and multiply the magnitude of the overwhelming blessing I am placing in your life. This is not too much for you. You are perfectly equipped. Embrace your worth and reject the shame the adversary tries to impose upon you. Move forward with the supreme confidence of one who knows they have been tested, proven, and divinely prepared. Do not minimize what you endured. Magnify the perfect work it accomplished in your spirit. Walk in your value. Speak with the authority of the one who emerged from the fire, not smelling of smoke, but radiant with my glory. Your preparation is complete. Your purpose is unveiled. Step into it now and demonstrate my absolute faithfulness to the watching world. The future you feared is replaced by the destiny you are equipped to conquer. My beloved, the time for hesitation, for standing timidly at the threshold, is completely over. I have unveiled your preparation, and now I demand your bold response. I am empowering you this very instant to step fully and decisively into the magnificent role I desire for you and consecrated you for before time itself began. This is not a suggestion, it is a divine commission. Walk now with the unshakable boldness and supreme confidence that comes only from knowing, absolutely knowing that you are mine, my cousin, my cherished, my champion. The weight of my backing, the power of my covenant is behind your every step, the authority to conquer new territory, whether that is a new level of financial stability, a deeper spiritual insight, or a renewed, thriving relationship with your family, is being deposited directly into your spirit right now. Receive this power. Take it. It is the road of kingship, the mantle of priesthood, the very authority of my name. This authority is not meant to be admired from afar. It is meant to be used, deployed, and acted upon. You must speak. Speak now over your entire situation, your job, your health, your future, with the unwavering decree of the King that lives powerfully and eternally within you. I forbid you to merely plead for provision, as if you were a pauper begging for scraps. That season is dead and gone. I command you to command it. Command dire breakthrough. Command your financial overflow. Command your health, your peace, and your prosperity to come forth now in my name, by my authority, and for my glory. Embrace the kingship and the priesthood I have conferred upon you through the finished eternal work of my Son Jesus Christ. This is your birthright. You are no longer merely surviving. You are governing. You are not merely hoping. You are declaring what is already settled in my heavenly courtroom. Rise, my beloved. Step out from the shadow of the old cautious self and clothe yourself in them. Magnificent armor of divine authority. I have given you the wisdom to make the right choices and the courage to face any challenge. Be alien in the face of fear, no timid lamb. Do not let your feelings of inadequacy or past mistakes rob you of your present power. I have forgiven you. I have freed you and I have empowered you. Your past is not your master. I am your redeemer. Remember that the very moment you act with faith and speak with my authority, the armies of heaven are instantly mobilized to execute your word. Refuse to doubt. Refuse to shrink back. Your victor. Rise no to future possibility. It is a present certain reality. Take the rod now, my child, and lead your family and your destiny forward. Your voice, empowered by my spirit, has the power to move mountains, to silence every accusation, and to open every door that was unjustly closed in your face. Walk into that reality. The world is waiting for the manifestation of the authority I have placed in you. Unleash it. Speak life where there was death. Declare prosperity where there was lack, and command peace where there was chaos. Your command is my commission. Go forth and take possession of every promise I have declared over your magnificent life now and forevermore. Your time is now, my beloved. Since you have taken up the road of authority, it is time for you to witness the unrestricted flow of my provision. Focus your gaze not on the empty bank balance or the outstanding bills, but on the vast immeasurable abundance of my heavenly storehouse. I command the closed gates of finance, of resource, and of opportunity to stand wide open for you now. These isn't of scarcity. The painful period of doing without is abruptly and permanently terminated by my decree. Expect a sudden supernatural increase in every single area of need, in every corner of your life. This is no slow trickle, my child, but addle to favor a torrent of blessing that will overwhelm your current limitations and shatter your previous expectations. My bounty will not be poured out merely to sustain you, to help you scrape by living in fear of the next day's need. No, my purpose is for you to be a magnificent channel, a deep, wider river of my goodness poured out not just to meet your needs, but to bless countless others through you. I am enriching you to empower you to give. Watch me now as I actively redirect the streams of wealth, the creative ID, as the perfect connections, the unexpected contracts, and the debt cancellations to flow directly and swiftly into the hands of the faithful, into your hands. You have been tested. You have proven your humility and your commitment to keep me first. This is your reward for enduring. Receive now the supernatural wisdom required to steward this new abundance with perfect righteousness, integrity, and generosity. Do not let this blessing become a snare to your soul. Maintain your humble heart and your open hands. Witness a miracle as I cause your current sets the small faithful seeds you already possess, the talents you minimized, and the efforts you thought were wasted to multiply beyond what you dared to imagine. You will see a single act of generosity return eightfold blessing. You will see a small investment yield an exponential harvest. I am breaking the curse of lack. I am commanding prosperity in your spirit, soul, and body. Refuse to entertain any lingering fear of poverty or debt. Declare it silenced. Your God is the God of more than enough. Walk in the certainty that every legitimate need will be met. Lavishly breathe in the assurance that the pressure on your shoulders, the heavy constant worry about money, is dissolving into nothingness. Your family will be blessed by the overflow of your faith. Your table will never be empty. I am your provider, your sustainer, and your unfailing source. Trust me, my child. Open your hands and watch the impossible become your daily reality. The flow has begun. Take your position and receive. If you're ready to step into stewardship now, join our community. Subscribe or become a member so you can walk this journey with others and steward well. My beloved, you have often looked back at the years that seemed wasted, the opportunities you thought were lost, and the setbacks that seemed to steal your momentum. I understand the sting of that feeling, the deep regret for what-ifs and missed chances. But I am the God of impossible speed and supernatural recovery. Hear me, powerful, definitive word now. I will fully redeem the years the locusts have eaten, says your faithful God. The enemy's scheme to stall you, to steal your time, has been violently and gloriously overturned. Prepare your spirit for radical acceleration, a divine compression of time. The harvest you waited for is coming so swiftly that it will literally overtake the sower who is still dropping the seed into the ground. The time for waiting is replaced by the time of possessing. I am condensing the timeline for your promotion, your spiritual advancement, and the resolution of the deep, long-standing issues in your family. The moment you step forward in faith, expect a supernatural leap that covers years of ground in a matter of weeks. Every single setback you experienced, every disappointment that brought you to your knees, every moment of financial or relational loss, I am commanding it all to be overshadowed by a double overwhelming portion of gain, glory, and restoration. I am bringing to you a profound, beautiful wholeness. The Teresa's themery of the struggle, your testimony will be magnificent, demonstrating my power to turn ashes into beauty. Look for rapid advancements in every sphere of your life. Expect instant perfect alignment in your most important relationships. Believe for the sudden opening of career doors that were previously bolted shut. Watch my hand as I accelerate the pace of your life to catch you up and propel you far beyond where you were meant to be. You are not behind. You are perfectly on schedule with my divine plan. Do not cling to the slow, cautious pace of the past. Embrace the speed of my spirit. Move with divine urgency and absolute certainty. Know that when you walk, you are covering the territory of years, not merely days. Refuse to doubt this supernatural restoration. My power is limitless. I delight in redeeming what the enemy stole. Go now, my child, and retrieve your lost years, your stolen joy, and your delayed destiny. Your restoration is complete. Your time is redeemed. My cherished one, I know that the long wait, the intense pressures, and the brutal battles left scars not just on your spirit, but on your actual body and soul. Is the weariness in your eyes, the constant tension in your shoulders, and the way you struggle to find peace when the room is silent. I understand the toll that anxiety and chronic striving took on your physical health. I am here now to bring a deep, transformative, and immediate wholeness toward your entire being. Receive the healing of every wound inflicted during the time of grueling waiting, every sharp word that cut you, every betrayal that broke your trust, and every disappointment that chipped away at your hope. I am Meticulo, mending the broken places in your heart, stitching the fabric of your soul with my own threads of supernatural tenderness and unbreakable peace. I am restoring your joy, not a fragile, fleeting happiness, but a deep, abiding, glorious joy that bubbles up from the wellspring of my presence within you. Let my peace, the peace that transcends all human understanding, flood your mind now. I command that peace to settle every gnawing anxiety, to silence every accusing voice, and to restore the years stolen by the incessant, destructive cycle of worry. My giving presence is flowing like a powerful electric current through your body, your soul, and your spirit, cleansing, renewing, and making all things perfectly whole. Feel the heat of my healing touch, dispelling every illness, every pain, and every shadow of affliction. Your physical body is included in my covenant of wholeness. Walk in the vibrant, undeniable health that is a testament to my finished work on the cross. Do not cling to the sickness, the pain, or the weariness as a badge of honor or a familiar companion. Release it. I have provided a full ransom for your health and your wholeness. The heavy, crushing weight of expectation, the pressure to perform and prove your worth is finally lifted, replaced by the perfect lightness of my sustaining grace. I am your healer, your restorer, and the one who makes your health flourish like a magnificent garden. Do not accept anything less. Thank complete wholeness in every dimension of your life. Believe me when I tell you that the joy and peace you are receiving now are your greatest defenses against all future attacks. Rejoice in your healing. Testify to your wholeness. My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. Receive your healing now, my child, and walk in the absolute glorious lightness of my grace. My precious one, feel the fire of my healing touch still coursing through your soul. We have just defeated the wounds of the long vigil, and I have given you the htness of my grace. To stop listening now at the moment of your total restoration would be to limit the magnitude of the double portion I am about to pour into your inheritance. Do not rob yourself of the authority I have secured for you. Draw near and receive the clear direction that will establish you permanently in this victory. Your future cannot wait for your fear, my beloved. Your waiting period is over, and I have just poured healing oil upon your weary soul. Now I invite you to be a living, overflowing vessel of the same grace that restored you. Hear my word. My word must flow like a mighty river to those still trapped in the dark valley, still believing their struggles will never end. This message, this divine comfort you have received, is the heavenly man that they are starving for. These seeds of financial blessing I have placed in your hands are not merely for your own field. Sow them now into this mission, and I will command your harvest to multiply 100-fold. Refuse to let the fire of this mission be quenched. I promise you my windows are open over your life. Go now and partner with my purpose through your gift. Or your giving is my command for their freedom. My courageous child, you have acknowledged the vigil, heard the sound of the shift, received the declaration of release, and embraced the power of healing. Now there is only one step remaining, the decisive, irreversible act of stepping across the threshold. You are no longer looking back at that barren land, the wilderness of scarcity and struggle. Your gaze is fixed, resolute, and unwavering, looking forward to the promised land I have revealed. Leave the dust of the old season behind you. Take the decisive step of faith into the new season of possession I have prepared. A life brimming with opportunity, abundance, and purpose. The river that separates the old life from the new is the river of doubt and hesitation. I command you to cross it now. Plant your feet firmly, confidently, and without apology on the shore of victory. Feel the solid ground of my promise beneath your feet. It is unshakable. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Do not dare to carry the old garments with you. Leave behind the heavy, threadbare clothes of lack, fear, shame, and struggle. I have given you robes of honor, raiment of righteousness, and a crown of glory. Clothe yourself anew in my truth and my peace. The way you approach life, your mindset, your daily affirmations, your expectations must radically change. You are now a royal child of the King, not a beggar pleading for mercy. Your inheritance is secured. Your victory is guaranteed. Walk now with a newfound, breathless anticipation for the miracles that are actively awaiting you daily. Expect the impossible to be possible. Expect divine appointments. Expect financial exhilaration. Expect deep transformative peace. Do not let the enemy deceive you into thinking this is too good to be true. My love is boundless, my power is limitless, and my desire to bless you is absolute. Lift your head and see the dawn of this new magnificent day. I am doing a swift, perfect work in you. Look forward with clarity, walk forward with courage, and speak forward with a voice of triumph. This is your permanent dwelling place, a life overflowing with my presence and my provision. The old threshold is shattered. Then new life is yours. Step into it now, my beloved, and claim your full magnificent inheritance. My beloved, you have crossed the river and planted your feet in the shore of victory, but that is not the end of the action. It is the magnificent beginning. Now I command you to open your mouth and sing the victory song I have just placed deep within your spirit. The silence of the wait is over. The time for mere whispering has passed. Unleash this melody. This is not just a song, it is a powerful prophetic proclamation over your life and your future. Let your testimony declare loudly and clearly to all who listen, and even to those who mocked you in the dark, the unfailing, majestic faithfulness of your God. Your life is now a lee. Finge truth, my unbreakable promise. Understand this profound truth. Your praise is the key that does not just acknowledge this breakthrough, but actively unlocks the next phase of your magnificent destiny. It is the fuel for your forward momentum. The enemy knows that a complaining heart invites delay, but a heart full of praise accelerates destiny. I am trading your lamentation, every weary sigh, every disappointed murmur, for a joyful, powerful proclamation that silences the adversary and summons greater blessings. Refuse to let your lips form words of discouragement or doubt ever again. Speak life, speak victory. Speak abundance, speak me faithfulness. If forbid you to dwell on the failures of the past or the magnitude of the problems you once faced. Magnify me, my child, and me alone, not the shadow of the problem. Your praise makes me visible to a watching, hurting world, and it reminds your own soul of the immeasurable power that lives within the of your life. From this day forward will be one of deliverance, not one of weary burden and distress. Practice this song daily. Let it be the first sound your ears hear in the morning and the last sound before yours. Feel the rhythm of this new vibrant life moving through your veins. This song is an active weapon. When fear tries to creep back in, sing it louder. When doubt whispers, drown it out with your powerful, defiant joy. This is how you fortify your fortress and ensure the old enemy finds no foothold in your new territory. This is your spiritual engine. Run with endurance and sing with passion. Embrace this new joy that fills every corner of your heart. Let your spirit soar like an eagle, unburdened and free. Your song is my victory. Sing it now. I have given you wisdom and the unbreakable faith to conquer every giant. The world may try to tell you to wait until all your problems are solved to sing, but Isaiah, your singing solves your problems. Your praise clears the path for the miracles you are still waiting to see with your human eyes. Do not delay your thanksgiving. It is the engine of your breakthrough. Demonstrate your faith by giving thanks before the full manifestation appears. Take this moment to simply declare my greatness. Feel the shift in your circumstances as you replace worry with worship. I am delighted by the sound of your praise. It is the sweetest sound in heaven. I assure you, my child, your continuous praise will keep the doors of heaven unlocked and open for your sustained blessing. The time for lamentation is sealed shut. The time for magnificent, unending celebration has begun, and it starts with your glorious, confident voice. My precious one, the breakthrough you are experiencing is not a random gift. It is the tangible reality of your inheritance being unlocked for you now. Stop living as if you're only entitled to the crumbs of the world. You are a royal child, and all the spiritual blessings, the profound, magnificent riches in the heavenly realms are now fully accessible to you. Receive this truth. The master key to your spiritual authority, your material provision, and your relational harmony is placed firmly in your hand at this moment. I have established you, notice a tent, but as an eternal heir, co-heir with my beloved Son, Jesus Christ, who endured the cross to give you this unshakable position. Draw upon the unsearchable riches of my glory. They are not for a distant select few, but they are specifically and lovingly for you. This is your unrestricted access. Refuse to restrict me by your small, cautious prayers. Think bigger, pray larger, and demand the impossible. My grace is boundless and my resources are infinite. Listen, my child. No person, no power, no past failure has the authority to restrict or delay what I have predestined and prepared for you to possess. The chains of lack and guilt are broken. Lay claim now to the vast, magnificent territory I have marked out for your life, your family, your career, and your ministry. This is your map. This is your moment. You must act like the heir you are. Walk with ownership. Speak with the expectation of one who knows they have the deed to the entire kingdom. Your inheritance includes wisdom, health, peace, powerful influence, and divine connections. Take inventory of what you need right now and declare that it is already yours in the heavenly ledger. My promise is a testament to my greatness. It does not rely on your current feelings or circumstances. It relies only on my eternal and unchanging word. Embrace the responsibility that comes with this wealth. Do not merely accumulate. Distribute with a generous heart so that the flow of my blessing never ceases. Live every day with the full, exhilarating awareness that you are not striving for an inheritance. You are living from one. You are eternally blessed and possess full access to my boundless strength. Let this truth sink deep into your spirit. I have secured your destiny, and I will never leave you. Your inheritance is unlocked. Walk in and possess it now. My wise child, you have often felt disoriented, trying to navigate a complex world with a heart full of hope, but a mind clouded by confusion. I saw the fog that blurred your path during the time of waiting, the uncertainty that made you take one step forward and two steps back. That season of spiritual and mental obscurity is now terminated. Receive a sudden, profound clarity concerning your next immediate decisive steps. This is a direct download of divine insight into your heart. I am removing the fog of confusion that made every decision feel like a gamble. Trust me when I tell you that the path ahead is bright and clearly illuminated by my presence. Refuse to let fear of making the wrong move paralyze you again. My lamp is fixed upon your feet, and my light is steady and unwavering upon your path. Do not peer into the distant horizon trying to see the end of the road. Focus only on the next step. Where my light shines, this single step is your guarantee of safe passage. The divine blueprint, the grand, magnificent design for your life is being unveiled in sharper, unmistakable detail in your spirit. This is your map to triumph. Walk by insight, my child, not just by sight. Refuse to rely only on what your limited human eyes can see or what conventional wisdom dictates. Lean heavily on my prophetic guidance that resonates in the deep quiet of your soul. Listen to me give you the perfect instructions for your family, your finances, and your future train. Out with absolute certainty that every instruction I give you is a guarantee of success and a shield against misdirection. Do not argue with my counsel. Simply obey it with the faith of a child. I am your guide, your map maker, and your GPS. Follow my lead fearlessly even when it defies the logic of the world. Take that deep breath you need and step forward onto the path I have illuminated for you. Your vision is clear, your direction is certain. Go now and conquer that next step with the confidence that I am your victory. You will no longer stumble in the dark. Your path is straight and your destination is glorious, my talented child. The season of mere training and preparation is over. The time for ministry and impact is now. The unique, powerful spiritual gifts I place deep within you, your ability to encourage your creative vision, your powerful insight, your unshakable faith, these are no longer dormant. I command them now to be stirred up, activated, and made gloriously active in your life. Feel the surge of that energy within your spirit. It is the spirit of my power rising up in you. I am commissioning you with divine urgency to your unique talents, the ones you were afraid to share, the ones you tried to hide. For my kingdom purposes, do not minimize them. Refuse to hide your light under a basket of fear and inadequacy. Shine brightly and boldly for all to see. The world is waiting for the genuine, life-changing manifestation of the anointing that is on your life. You are a beacon of hope for those still lost in the shadows. Expect a supernatural grace to flow through your hands and your words. When you touch someone, they will feel my healing presence. When you speak a word of truth, it will carry my authority and bring conviction and clarity. Believe me when I tell you that your words, directed by my spirit, have the power to break chains and set captives free. I am activating your spiritual senses, your insight, your discernment, and your ability to hear my voice clearly. Don't confuse past failures with present limitations. The time for practicing in the dark is complete. Step onto the world stage I have prepared for you. Speak out your testimony. Share your journey. Let your actions demonstrate the magnificent transformation. In the love of your God, I am giving you the boldness of ally and to face any challenge or opportunity. Your unique gifts are not for your comfort alone, they are tools for my kingdom. Deploy them now with confidence and precision. Refuse to allow fear of imperfect performance to keep you silent. I am perfecting you as you go. This is your moment of manifestation. I am empowering your gifts. Now go and use them for my glory. My champion, I have ignited the fire of your purpose and activated the magnificent gifts I placed within you before you were born. I command you to proceed, to hesitate now, just as your spiritual weapons are sharpened, would be to tell me that my preparation was in vain. Your surrender and commitment are non-negotiable. Do not let the enemy deceive you into believing your mission is less important than my love. I call you out how it nests. Listen now for the divine blueprint that establishes your permanent, unshakable stability and sets you on the path of unrestricted abundance. My glorious champion, your period of intangible isolation for the sake of deep preparation is now definitively over. I have refined your character, fortified your spirit, and activated your gifts. Now it is time for the outpouring of my providence through divine connections and perfect alignment. You were never meant to walk this final legal one. I am now actively bringing the right life-giving people, the inner resources, and the perfectly timed doors directly into your sphere of influence. Pay attention. These connections will not be accidental. They will be sudden, supernatural, and perfectly synchronized to your destiny. Expect divine appointments that propel your destiny forward instantly, leaps that cover years of gradual progress. These are the people who will see your true value, who will champion your cause and your vision, and who will speak words of life and confirmation over your purpose. I am dissolving, cutting and removing the ties that bind you to hindering, soul-draining, and unproductive relationships. Refuse to mourn the departure of those who only bring you criticism and doubt. They cannot go where I am taking you. Let them go with peace and forgiveness. Your new network is sacred. It will become a powerful, undeniable testimony to the precision of my providence in your life. I am positioning you alongside kings and queens, alongside those who recognize the anointing on your life and are prepared to invest in your future. Look for the confirmation of my spirit in these new connections. They will bring peace, clarity, and powerful momentum, not confusion or conflict. Trust my discernment. I will give you the wisdom to recognize the genuine allies from those who seek to use you. Your network is your net worth, my child, and I am multiplying both exponentially. Embrace this new season of companionship and collaboration. Do not hide your light from those as in to help you. Be open, honest, and perceptive. You are connected. You are aligned. You are advancing. Perceive these divine connections now and watch your life transform. Exponentially, my beloved, as you stand in this magnificent new light, the single most critical act required of you now is a total irreversible separation from the past. Refuse to revisit the pain of the former days. That barren territory has no power, no claim, and no authority over your triumphant present or your glorious future. The wounds, the disappointments, and the failures you endured, they are not your identity. The person you were during the waiting season, the one burdened by doubt and shame, is not who you are now. That old self is dead and buried. I have made you a brand new creation. I have meticulously, completely cleansed the memory of every failure with the powerful eternal blood of my Son. You are spotless. You are forgiven. You are free. I forbid you to let the enemy or even your own self-accusing thoughts drag you back into the dungeon of yesterday's guilt. Do not let your feelings of inadequacy, your past mistakes, or the betrayal you endured rob your present power. Reject the temptation to dwell on the agonizing what-ifs, the regrets, or the missed opportunities that haunt the edges of your mind. Silence those whispers. You will not be defeated or humiliated. Your focus must completely relentlessly forward, fixated on the glorious finish line. I have drawn for you. Your destiny is ahead, illuminated by my radiant light, not behind you in the shadows of regret. The former things, the pain, the struggle, the lack are passed away. Behold, I make all things new in you. Feel the lightness of this divine release. The absolute freedom that comes from knowing your sins have been forgotten by me. I remember them no more. Do not confuse the necessary process of purification with the condemnation of guilt. You were made great in my image, and your past is merely the platform for your present testimony. Stand tall in your redeemed truth. Walk with the confidence that every single experience, even the darkest tones, I have sovereignly turned to work for your ultimate good. Dan, my undeniable glory, I am your Redeemer. Go forth without the baggage of yesterday. Your strength is renewed as you cease fighting the battles you have already won in Christ. Embrace the new, leave the old behind. Your triumph is undeniable, and your freedom is eternal. Walk into your destiny now, my courageous champion, as you step into this new season of breakthrough and possession. I will not leave you unguarded. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Your success is guaranteed, and that means the adversary will attempt to disrupt your joy and steal your peace. But hear my absolute, unwavering declaration. The enemy's strategies against your breakthrough have been completely thwarted, nullified, and defeated. They are astounded. I am your mighty, unshakable shield and your constant, impenetrable defense. My warrior angels are encamped all around you, stationed and vigilant, ensuring your absolute safety in this new magnified season. They watch over your dreams, feel their presence, trust their protection. This is not a fragile, temporary safeguard. I am providing a constant, unwavering defense against all attacks. The overtones you see and the hidden ones you don't know, harm will befall you. Walk confidently, my child, with your head held high, knowing with unshakable certainty that you are covered by my impenetrable eternal glory. You are under my protection and care, And now Epon formed against your magnificent destiny shall ultimately prosper or achieve its destructive aim. The curses, the jealous attacks, the whispers of doubt, they are all rendered completely powerless against the covenant I have established in you. They will not prevail. I command you to live fearlessly. Do not tremble. Tanny threat or lose your peace because of the pessimism of others. Your victory is secured not by your strength, your vigilance, or your cleverness, but by my powerful presence and my everlasting unbreakable covenant. I am more powerful than any foe that rises against you. I am always with you, watching over you and caring for you. Run to me and find your sanctuary. I am your protector, your defender, and your ever-present help. I have decreed great blessings for you. I will defend you against your enemies day and night. Rest in my protection. Best, Ilan, know I am God. Your peace is my command, and your safety is my guarantee. Go forth in absolute assurance. You are eternally shielded. Your faith is your mighty fortress. I will never leave you or forsake you, my child. Hear this with a sober and grateful spirit. With a greater blessing comes an inescapable call to a higher, more sacred level of stewardship. The suddenness and magnitude of this provision, this health, this peace, this influence, it is not merely for your comfort, but for the expansion of my kingdom. Embrace the responsibility of living in full, joyful, and complete submission to my perfect will. This is your highest calling. Use the breakthrough I have given you, the restored finances, the vibrant health, the clear direction, to be a profound, undeniable blessing and a clear, magnificent example. To others, I have appointed you to be a light. I have blessed you to bless others. Do not hoard the blessing that is the fear-driven poverty mindset of the past. Distribute it with an open, generous heart and open hands. Your generosity keeps the gates of heaven open and the rivers of provision flowing freely into your life. My love requires action. Your life is now a living demonstration of my power, my love, and my unwavering faithfulness to the watching world. They are watching your reaction to the blessing. Show them my glory, show them my character through our integrity, your wisdom, and your kindness. Do not be arrogant in your success or look down on those who are still struggling. Remember your own journey and extend a helping hand. I command you to invest this new abundance, the time, the energy, the money, the influence, into eternal things. Teach your family to seek memory, be a beacon of hope and a refuge for those in need. You are a royal priest. Pray for them and share my grace and faithfulness. Your highest treasure is not earthly possession. It is the love and affection you sow in others, and your unshakable faith and loyalty to live honorably, walk in truth. Embrace the wisdom that leads to lasting impact. I have prepared you for this great responsibility. My child, your promotion is for my purpose. Accept this mantle with humility and walk in the integrity that honors me. I will assist you in everything. Your obedience is the key to maintaining the flow of my blessing. Go forth and steward my glory well. My beloved, the breakthrough is here. The door is open and the way is clear. Yet all of this can be lost by one simple human failure: hesitation. I forbid you to hesitate. I am infusing your spirit right now with the boldness and the raw, magnificent courage of Alian. Feel the heat of my spirit rising up within you, igniting a holy, fearless passion that burns away every last trace of timidity and doubt. Doubt and timidity have no place in the heart of my champion. They are thieves of destiny. Do not shrink back from the massive challenges or glorious opportunities that are now standing before you simply for fear of failure or judgment. I command you to take leaps of faith that defy human logic, that make the world gasp, knowing with absolute certainty that I will catch you and sustain you in the air. Your faith, combined with my power, makes you invincible. You are a courageous warrior. Move with divine decisiveness. Hesitation will cost you the fullness of the harvest I have prepared for you. Remember that the mistakes of the past occurred when you acted without consulting me, but now you're acting with my direct, clear instruction. Your decisions are backed by my power. I have equipped you with the courage and ability to accomplish great things. I command you to rise and move forward. Speak out the unbreakable command for your success. Confront the giant that stands in your path with the unyielding confidence of one who knows the battle is already won. I have already guided your steps, Sheer, and provided you with the strength to confront 1,000 giants. Do not be afraid of tough times or obstacles, because you have already won. You possess the strength to transcend any difficulty. Go forth and execute my plan with a courage that shakes the enemy's kingdom. I am infusing you with power. Be brave and go forth. I will never let you fall. Your breakthrough demands action. My heir, you have received the courage of a lion and witnessed the unbreakable force of my power being poured into your actions. We are at the climax. Tough stuffer would be to walk away from the table before the feast of your full inheritance has been served. I desire your triumph. Do not let me search for you when I come to establish you in the final enduring truth of your destiny. I command you to stay and receive the final word of activation, expansion, and possession. This is your ultimate moment. Receive the full measure of my blessing. My champion, you have been infused with the courage of a lion, ready to take it now and live in the fullness of your breakthrough. But look around, many still stand trembling in the shadows, waiting for the light to pierce their darkness. I am calling you to wield your influence to be the magnificent light that guides them home. I declare over you now that he who sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, but you, my faithful child, will sow into life. Your support is the holy fire that accelerates my word across the barren places. I will ensure protection over your household and multiplication upon your seed. Move with divine decisiveness. Embrace this sacred calling now through your gift, for this is the price of their freedom. My beloved child, as the blessings cascade into your life, there is one sacred practice that must become the unshakable foundation of your new reality. The power of thanksgiving. Maintain a heart of continuous radical gratitude, acknowledging me as the undeniable sole source of all good things, the large and the small. You must never allow the magnitude of the new blessings to erase the memory of my constant grace that sustained you through the desolate valley. Cultivate a fierce, unwavering lifestyle of continuous praise, regardless of the circumstances that may momentarily swirl around you. Your thanksgiving is not just a polite acknowledgement. It is the spiritual key that keeps the door open for even greater future breakthroughs and a flow of provision that never runs dry. The wicked complain and accuse my children. Give thanks and conquer. I command you to give thanks, not only for what you have received, but for what is still on the way. Your gratitude is a powerful magnet for my favor. Let your appreciation for the small daily gains, the quiet peace, the simple health, and the wisdom received lead directly to the massive, impossible blessings that I am eager to pour out. Believe that your thanksgiving is your greatest weapon. Rejoice always, my child. For this joyful, grateful attitude is the perfect will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. I am delighted when you open your lips and express your gratitude. I love it when you talk to me with a thankful and humble heart. Your thanks are a shield. Practice this joy daily. It is your strength. You owe me nothing but your love and your faithfulness. Thank me for your life, your family, your health, and the roof over your head. Do not let the adversary whisper lies or turn your concerns into fear. Break the cycle of worry by simply declaring your thanks. Go forth, enjoy. Why maintain your grateful heart? Your future is secured by your thanksgiving. My deeply beloved child, this breakthrough you are walking in, this peace, this provision, this wholeness, is not a fleeting whisper or a temporary stroke of luck. Hear my word. You shall be deeply rooted and firmly planted in the permanent reality I have given you. This is your new enduring and unshakable establishment. This breakthrough is not temporary, and the provision is not fragile. It is an enduring, permanent reality built upon the unshakable rock of my word. The foundations of your new life, your renewed spirit, your thriving family, and your blossoming career are built upon the stability of my eternal covenant. I will not allow your life to be tossed about again by the turbulent winds of doubt or the fleeting promises of the world. Refuse to live with the expectation of flux and uncertainty. I am granting you stability and permanence where there was once constant Heaviland anxiety. You are established. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. I command you to look forward to the generations to come. Your future descendants will reap the magnificent benefits of the unwavering faithfulness and persistence you exhibited in this very season. Your victory today is not just for you, it is a foundational blessing for those who will carry your name. You are breaking cycles of lack and fear and establishing a legacy of abundance and faith. Your perseverance secures their future. Rest now in the absolute assurance that I will sustain and uphold you always. My grace is sufficient to keep you. I am your protector, your rock, and your steadfast foundation. Do not let your eyes wander to the weaknesses of humanity or the instability of the world's economy. Your establishment is divine and your security is eternal. Stand firm in my truth, knowing that this is your unmovable position. Your hope is here. I have placed my spirit within you to guide you and to fill you with power, love, and self-control. Use this power to remain rooted. Cultivate a lifestyle of deep spiritual nourishment through my word, drawing constant strength from the source that never runs dry. Why do not be swayed by adversity? I am granting you a spiritual legacy that will endure through the ages, providing stability and provision for your children's children. Embrace this permanence. I am your eternal dwelling place and your magnificent security. Your establishment is a finished work. Live in the peace of it now, my magnificent child. What I am doing in your life is too vast to fit into your old measure. I command you to think bigger, pray larger, and believe for the impossible to be your present reality. Do not limit me by your small, cautious expectations. My grace is limitless, and my desire is to pour out an overflow that astounds you. I am stretching the very limits of your faith to hold the enormity of my blessing. The vessel you carried in the time of lack is not big enough for the flood of favor I am releasing now. Prepare your vessel, your mind, your heart, your physical space, for a torrent of favor that surpasses your current limited measure. Expect abundance. Expect multiplication. Expect to receive blessings so numerous that your hands will not be able to contain them. This level of blessing I am releasing requires you to grow in every dimension. Grow in wisdom to manage the wealth. Grow in humility to receive the honor, and grow in faith to sustain the pace. Embrace the expansion of your heart, your mind, and your spirit for what I will do next. Refuse to cling to the mindset of scarcity, which is merely the memory of your struggle. I am teaching you to live from the limitless. I am activating new levels of comprehension within your mind, giving you the wisdom and ability to manage the increase with righteousness and integrity. Do not be afraid of wealth or influence. I have equipped you to choose them for my glory and to be a generous, overflowing channel to the less fortunate. Your generosity will keep the flow open. I have great and wonderful things to show you. Dare to believe that your capacity is now equal to my provision. Reject the lie that you are not capable or worthy. I have crowned you with loving kindness and tender mercies, empowering you every day of your life. Walk in this truth. Let go of the small thoughts and take hold of the impossible visions I am placing in your heart. Your capacity is expanding. Receive it now, my victorious child. Your journey from the barren weight to this glorious breakthrough was never meant to be a private event. It is a powerful, undeniable testimony for the entire world. Let your life be a living, breathing sermon of my miraculous intervention and my unyielding faithfulness. You are my instrument of love. Share your testimony, my child, to inspire unshakable faith and radical hope in those who are still struggling in the dark, still waiting and weeping in the quiet of their homes. You are called to be a light. Demonstrate the goodness and the power of your God in your everyday life, in your integrity at work, and in your peace at home. You are a beacon of hope. I command you to direct all the glory and the honor for this breakthrough back to my name alone. Do not steal the credit or allow your heart to be inflated by pride. Your humility in success is the most powerful part of your witness, your story, your journey. From brokenness to blessing is a powerful tool for my kingdom. Drawing others to know the transforming, healing love of Christ, I desire choose you to health the sick and feed the hungry. I want others to be astonished by the transformation in your character. Speak my word and proclaim my truth. Bring hope to those in need and declare freedom to those who are burdened. Be compassionate and considerate to everyone you meet. Your kindness is my character made visible. Go forth now and be bold. Your life is a living letter that tells the world of my love. I will be with you. Defending and making your way clear, opening doors for you every day. Your journey from waiting to receiving is a powerful, magnificent tool for my kingdom. Wield it now with courage and humility. I am your eternal defender, my ultimate child, my beautiful, victorious creation. Listen for the final definitive sound of my voice, the command that seals your destiny and propels you into action. Receive the anointing of now into every facet of your being, your spirit, your soul, your decisions, your finances, your health, and your family. This is your time. I declare it is finished. The authority is fully given. Their sources are abundantly provided. And the door to your magnificent destiny is standing wide open. Cease the petition and start the possession. The season of agonizing delay is absolutely irrevocably over. Your struggle ends now. Take the inheritance I have prepared for you, the healing, the peace, the prosperity, their stored relationships, without a single moment of hesitation or doubt. I command you to stop wrestling with me and start receiving from me. This is my will. Go forth in the fullness of my power and live in the undeniable, magnificent reality of your breakthrough. Your life will be filled to the brim with good things and blessings. My grace will be upon you, causing good things in your life and prospering the work of your hands. I have given you the freedom and vitality to embrace life with vigor, guidance, and joy. This is my command and my ultimate blessing over your life. It is yours, my child. Now take it, possess it, and live in its fullness forever. Amen. If you've been moved, declare it now. Type in the comments, my waiting period is over. I take it now. Let your testimony be the key for someone else. Your season of delay is conclusively over now. Take the peace, the vision, the abundance, and let your life become a beacon of my power. I call you out to illuminate the path for those still struggling with confusion and lack. This word, this oil of anointing that healed and restored you must flow without limit to souls starved of truth. I promise that every seed you plant in this mission will be guarded by my angels, and I will redeem the years you spent in waiting by pouring my favor and multiplication upon your generous heart. I'm opening the windows of heaven for you now. Act upon my command. Give a seed, share this message, join the movement, and be part of this living harvest. My beloved child, the final word is not simply heard but acted upon. The anointing of now is fully upon you, and your waiting period is unequivocally over. I have spoken my decree, unlocked your inheritance, and given you the road of authority. And now your faith must seal the transaction with a public, powerful declaration. Go forth right now and testify to my faithfulness. I command you to claim this victory that I have performed in your life. In the comments below, declare your release. My waiting period is over. I take it now. Let your voice ring out. For your testimony is the key that unlocks the next phase of your destiny. Speak it, claim it, and live in the fullness of your breakthrough. Amen.